It doesn't get better than this, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome MSC 2023 Grand Finals in Cambodia. And we have a show for you guys back at home and here in the arena. Cambodia is lit, man. Absolutely amazing. And right now I'm gonna actually invite one of my boys, one of the Filipino representatives who's going to be repping Blacklist International. As you know, I'm Indonesian. I'll be representing Onyx. We're going to have a little bit of a trash talk segment. We're going to have a little bit of spice for Indonesia versus the Philippines. Before that, though, I want to hear from the Blacklist fans in the building. How loud can you get? In the count of 3, you yell, break the code. 1, 2, 3! All right, let's see how Onyx are doing as well. When I say go, you know what to say, all right? Go! All right, without further ado, let's invite my brother, my genius. There he is, right there.
Hello, Mirko.
It's not Mirko.
Oh, you're not? Who are you?
I'm Mir Boy.
Mir Boy. Well, hello, Mir Boy. It's me. Oh, my genius. You know what, Mir Boy? There's a reason why Blacklist International has the word international in their name. It's because this is our 5th International Grand Finals already.
Okay, so you make it to a lot of Grand Finals. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
All right.
Let
me just try to remember. My memory is kind of hazy. You've been to a lot of Grand Finals, but how many have you won?
Okay.
M3 and
Okay.
M3.
Fair enough. But when was your last championship? Back in 2019. That was a long time ago.
Well, you know,
Right?
If I'm thinking about the last time we won, it was actually pretty recent. We got the Evos boys right there. We just beat you at IESF. So, I don't know, man.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, you have a point. You have a point.
Let me just say this, all right? You know why we have, you know, Boots, the player, Boots on Onyx.
Yeah.
What's Boots for?
What?
It's to walk over you.
Okay.
We're gonna be stomping you.
Okay, I felt that. But you know what, Mirko? We all know what's about to go down. Because we all know what's the storyline is. I have here the script. It's official. It has the MSC logo.
Okay.
This is the script. And please, everyone, read the script out loud, okay? This is the script.
All right, man, Jeezy. All right, okay. You know what?
All right.
I want to firstly say, me and LaFell, we officially take back our apology because it started off as a bad draw. But it was just a chance, you know? I put ID in the finals so that it's not too boring, so that we get to smash PH in the Grand Finals!
All right. Just remember, we respect Indonesia.
And I respect the Philippines.
Just remember, we respect Indonesia. But please remember, since MSC has been stating a lot of fun facts, well, Mirko, if you win this, you got carried by a Filipino!
All right, that was a good one. You know, Kyrie started his career in Blacklist International, but I just want to let you guys know that he will win in Onyx.
Okay. Point taken.
But, ladies and gentlemen, man, Jeezy, let's give a hug. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen, for the grand finals. We're throwing it to our casters. Oh, that's great.
They didn't even show them hugging.
They did show them hugging the first time, but only the second time here. Oh, I was wondering why Miracle ran off in the middle of our segment.
Yeah, I was like, where's Mirko going? And it turns out he was trash talking with Manji. Where is he now? He's on the way here?
He's on the way here.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay.
Round of applause,
Well played,
table. Round of applause.
Come here.
You did good.
Come here. Give me a hug,
You
boy.
did good.
Give me a hug, boy. Give me.
Ooh, boy. Wow. What a segment there. Great way to start to hype up the crowd before our very first game here. Remember, this is going to be a best of 7. We're hoping for the full 7 games here. We don't want to see a sweep. We want to see which one of these teams are going to be the best. But consistency always is going to be the key. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And, you know, talking about that, right? We're going into this match, but we haven't really seen anyone's predictions. So how do we want to start this?
How's the curse going to go?
Yeah, are we going to go for the curses again? Okay.
Wait.
Wait, it's there.
Wait, it's only you two. I should be the one. Oh, I should also be included here. You know what? I don't know. I don't care either.
Exactly. We did the draw. We said sorry, but you want to tell them what we say now?
Dude, we take it back, right? Here's the thing. We knew this was gonna happen. You guys just had to trust us. Just let us cook.
Let us cook. And together we'll say something. You're welcome. Thank you, boys. Thank you, boys. They drew the draw. They're taking back their apologies.
Yep.
Wolf, you're leaning towards Blacklist this time. Walk us through it.
Okay, well, I need to vote for Blacklist International. No, just kidding. I know that.
But Onyx your boys.
Huh?
Onyx your boys.
They were my boys.
Were. He used the
Whoa.
past tense.
No, I have
What does
to
that
be.
mean?
No, here's the
Past
thing,
tense.
right?
Means
Here's
like
the
it
thing, right? I have to be with Manginas here.
Manginas.
I read the script.
Oh,
Like, they gave it
Manginas.
to me. It has the embassy logo only like backwards, but you know, but it was part of the script, and I have to follow. It will be PH win this time. It will be PH team this time.
I mean, fair enough. I'm just
Sorry.
looking for things to change. I want Onyx to win, but what about you, Eternal? We
No.
didn't get to see your predictions.
You know, Wolf is outnumbered here.
Oh?
So, you know, calm down.
So who you with? You're with Onyx?
I'm with Onyx today.
Just today?
Yeah, because usually I'm for Echo, but now there's Echo's not here.
You're right.
And then
It's fair.
Yeah,
It's fair.
okay,
It's fair. It's
Onyx.
fair. I mean, I had the suit and everything. You know, things change. Things change, and I'm glad things are changing here because it's been a very long time since we've seen Indonesia make it this far, and especially in the fashion that they have done it. Like, oh my goodness, they still haven't dropped the series, or no, even better, they haven't dropped the game.
Wait,
Exactly.
single game. Onyx hasn't lost since
Since-
their finals, right?
Since season 11 playoffs.
Since playoffs.
Yeah.
Since playoffs. Last time they lost, it was up against RRQ, actually, in the regular season.
that?
So since then, it was
4 months ago.
4 months, 3 months? I don't know, but it was a long time ago. And right
a long
now,
time.
they are looking untouchable. That's crazy. That's way too. That's the longest win streak we've ever seen
Yeah,
before.
exactly. I can't believe that they will not lose in 4 months, only to lose against Blacklist International in the finals.
Oh, wow.
All right.
You mean the team that got 4-0'd? Look, let's calm this down. It's
Wait,
time to
bro.
throw it over to our host to introduce the teams.
In the journey to see the world, 12 teams have gathered to exhibit their strength and tenacity, each with their own strategic approach to build momentum and make the biggest waves in treacherous waters. Two of the strongest teams in all of the regions have reached the ultimate phase. Onyx and Blacklist International have taken the spotlight. They have mesmerized us with their amazing plays and spectacular defenses to get to this moment.
នៅក្នុងឆ្នាំ2023 MSC នេះផងដែរយើងឃើញថាមានរហូតដល់ទៅ12ក្រុមដែលសុទ្ធតែជាក្រុមអស្ចារ្យនិងខ្លាំងបំផុតនៅក្នុងតំបន់របស់ពួកគេតែនៅក្នុងពេលនេះផងដែរយើងឃើញថាមានត្រឹមតែ2ក្រុមប៉ុណ្ណោះដែលអាចទទួលបាននូវជ័យជំនះក៏ដូចជាឈានមកដល់វគ្គផ្ដាច់ព្រាត់មួយនេះផងដែរ Onyx ក៏ដូចជា Blacklist International ពួកគេបានបង្ហាញយើងឲ្យឃើញថាពួកគេពិតជាមានយុទ្ធសាស្ត្រខ្លាំងបំផុតនៅក្នុងការលេងក៏ដូចជាការការពារខ្លួនផងដែរ
This is the last fight to to claim the throne and be hailed as the new kings of Southeast Asia.
នេះគឺជាថ្ងៃចុងក្រោយក្នុងការប្រកួតផ្ដាច់ព្រាត់រវាង Onyx ជាមួយនឹង Blacklist ថាតើគូណាមួយនឹងទទួលបានជ័យជំនះនៅក្នុងការដណ្ដើមយកថាតើខ្លួនឯងគឺជាស្ដេចក្រាញ់របស់តំបន់អាស៊ីអាគ្នេយ៍របស់យើងផងដែរ
This is the grand finals for MSC 2023, the final battle to see the world.
Teams, 10 regions collide.
This cruel, epic confrontations.
This is MSC 2023.
One mistake, and you will be sunk by the rising tide.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to MSC 2023, live here in Phnom Penh, Cambodia.
23, 2 epic matches unfolded.
I can't wait for it to start, and hopefully we're gonna see more of them in the land of dawn.
So how about we show them the sheer brilliance of MLBB competition?
The crowd, you can hear them even from here.
The Lord in the moon lane, one to the way, Trey, we can see him flickering forward, Benny. Blacklist International, untouchable.
MSC para sa akin is para sa Pilipinas. Kasi nandito kami para, hindi lang para represent yung sarili namin yung Blacklist International, kundi para dalhin din yung bansa.
Parang pamilya ko na ang Blacklist. Sisiguraduhin namin na kami ang kampiyon.
Untuk match grand final ini, kita akan kasih yang terbaik buat meraih kemenangan.
We've worked so hard and gotten this far. Now the finish line is within our sight. It doesn't matter who I have to face or defeat in my way. I will win the MSC for my team. We are ready. It's Onyx time.
It is time to commence the grand finals of MSC 2023 Blacklist International versus Onyx! Leading the charge on the rumors of the team from Blacklist International, we have the Queen, Oh My Venus, going up against the master playmaker of Onyx, Keyboy. Next, we have the mid laners, the Poise Prodigy, Yue, as he faces off against the remarkable Gila Suns! Now shifting our focus to the dedicated EXP leaders, making a grand entrance is Agent Zero Edward, clashing head-to-head with the Captain Boots! The time has come for the gold laners. Introducing the silent killer of Blacklist International, Al, matching up against the unwavering CW. We now present the final piece of the roster, welcoming the other cornerstone of Ube, the king of the jungle, Wise, going up against the spectacular, the one, Let's welcome the masterminds of both teams. Coach Master the Basics with Nexstar against Coach Yeb and Adi as the analyst.
It's time! The Grand Finals has already been launched and is ready to commence with both teams ready to go at each other's throats. Only one will be walking away.
The hype is real, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd is feeling it. We are feeling it as the players are getting ready for this next upcoming battle. Now, Gideon, we have to talk about this, right? Blacklist International, Onyx ID, they have very different styles. Who do we ask when we want to talk about how they're going to be able to find each other's kryptonite?
Well, obviously, we got to talk about the analyst. We got to talk about Wolf here. Bring it to the table. If we're looking for weaknesses on either side for Onyx as well as Blacklist, what are we aiming for?
The fact remains, they have different playstyles. Onyx, they want a team fight. When you're a team fight, they want to outplay, they want to go for pickups, while Blacklist International engage. They want to group up as 5, systematic versus chaotic. So if you're asking me about kryptonites, I don't think there is any kryptonite between each other. It seems like because of the fact that they're yin-yang anyways, they're going to be countering each other. So whoever is waking up better, like who's drafting better, they're going to have a better time in this game.
It's a skill diff, right? That's really what we're going to be looking at for both these teams, because skill is going to be number one. Thing is, though, there are personal grudges from both these teams. And I've actually spoken to Kyrie and Yeb when they got to Indonesia. This was back in Season 10 when they were first imported. I went out with them, and Kyrie and Yeb, I asked them, who do you want to face the most still? It's still Blacklist. They are still thinking about M3 when they unfortunately met their Masters 4-0, getting absolutely dominated in the Grand Finals after having a similar run, an undefeated run at M3.
Undefeated run, they still remember that? Holding on to such an old grudge till now? I mean, this is history in the making. All things and the pieces have kind of fallen into place almost rather perfectly.
You're right. The way things have come, and it's interesting, right? Because I don't think anyone really expected both of these teams, honestly, to get to the Grand Finals, right? I mean, for Philippines, it should have been Echo, seeing their track record. Onyx coming into the Grand Finals was also a 50-50.
Yeah.
Most of the people expected it to be Echo, Blacklist, including us. That's even in your video, Gideon. As we take a look now at the player head-to-head here between the queen herself, as well as Keyboy.
Yep, Manjeezy and as well as Mirror Boy taking after their lookalikes here. Again, these are two pivotal players. The stats kind of tell us a very different story and their overall play style.
Honestly, looking at the KDA as well as team fight participation, that is enough because the Ube, you want to move with your team. And look at the team fight participation for Oh My Venus. 76.5% going up against Keyboy, 50-something%. And in terms of KDA, 7.2 Oh My Venus. He's staying in the back lines. He is basically playing chess with the other members of Blacklist. He's making sure everyone moves as intended. Compared to Keyboy, he will sacrifice his own body for the betterment of the team.
Here's the thing, even though you can sacrifice and even though you're playing 5D chess sometimes, you still need that big outplay to break the stalemate at the end of the day. And that's what we saw when Blacklist lost to Echo. But then now Onyx kind of takes this place. Are they similar? Do they have that particular style?
I think that when it comes to style, I think it's very distinct actually. If you look at Onyx, you always remember they are going to be playing like those chaotic games. They want to outplay, if you want to play fast. Look at the Blacklist International, nothing's changed. As long as they're VYs in there, everybody is going to adapt to that programming. It's going to be the Ube. And Yue as well as Owl, they have adapted so correctly in this package. That's why this is yin yang really. What we're going to be looking at is probably the best grand final because it shows us two disciplines of Mobile Legends, the best of the business, clashing against each other.
I like that you mentioned VYs here, right? I like that you mentioned Wise in particular because this brings me to another focus. Wise versus Kyrie. You can say that they also have a clash of styles as well. And coming into MSC, we take a look at the rankings and everyone says that Kyrie is the better jungler. However, Wise has been incredible on his retribution game. Do you remember that game where he went in with the Baxia? Nobody even set up for the Lord.
Drive-by.
He went for the drive-by, was able to catch that. And he's just that person that you can rely on. So what can we expect between these two?
Honestly, for me, Wise is all reliable because in terms of the hero pool, you don't have to have such a huge hero pool for Wise because let's say no matter what hero he uses, he gets the job done. And what is his job? He front lines for the team. He opens the map. He starts things off and lets his team finishes everything off. But Kyrie, man, he has the spotlight every single time. This is what makes you an ace. This is what makes you an MVP. Even in a losing situation, somehow you still win.
For both of these roamers, or for both of these junglers, they set up for the roamers. We've seen Kyrie, sure, he likes to follow up a lot with the assassins, like we saw in the Fanny yesterday, but he can also set up for Keyboy. Like we've also seen on the Lancelot, setting up, clumping everyone up from the opponents to get there, and honestly starts in the draft. What do Onyx, what do Blacklist want as Prio?
It's about being unique. It's about looking to outplay your opponent. But it all begins with the tools that you will arm your warriors with. This is a 5v5 game. Make sure you understand and don't miss a single moment as we jump into the draft. Now, coming and pulling this back a little bit more, we need to talk about the fact that Wise not only plays this sacrificial role in the drafting phase, but it opens up a new level of draft for Blacklist International. We've seen it against FIMP, putting him on something like a Valentina, and then all of a sudden, Burnex Flash, they recognize that to stop UA.
One thing that you'll notice about Blacklist International is they have a theme for a series, for example. Well, it's true that they can pick up like Valentina, very standard, and maybe the Fredrin as their priority in the first place, but there's always that theme. For example, their recent series against Burnex Flash, it was all of a sudden the Baxia. It was all of a sudden the position 5 Novaria. So you have to watch out for that. We know for sure that this will be a long series, right? This couldn't be 4-0, and you have to watch out for those key heroes in the draft of Blacklist International.
Honestly, looking at the bans just now, Fanny being banned out, the Kaja being banned out, as well as the Kadito, what does this spell that Blacklist doesn't want? They don't want engage, they don't want dive, they don't want huge burst damage. And now looking at Onyx, I gotta say, it's all about respecting and understanding your opponents. Banning out the S's, banning out the Diggy, but more importantly, banning out that Psycho Fredrin.
Exactly. This forces Blacklist to go for something like the Varia, the first pick. There is also the Joy. I think those are the two priorities because Edward really plays it that well. But of course, since the 1-1 is opened, I can see it. This is a trap set up by Onyx for sure.
The trap set up by Onyx? I mean, look, This is VY's 9th Grand Final appearance out of 11 as part of Blacklist's active roster, winning 4 during their appearances.
That's insane.
What a stat.
What is that?
Great numbers, right? I mean, MPLPH Season 7, Season 8, M3, and as well as Season 10.
And that shows their experience, right? And it also shows their knowledge in the game. So that is going to be very beneficial when it comes down to the drafting phase. Now, Onyx, can they level that?
Definitely. This is a trap. I think the 1-1 is a trap. They go for something like Franco in the absence of Kaja. Oh,
You know what?
okay.
Franco pick as well as the Faramis pick, because again, looking at the way that they're drafting, what does this spell out? Where he just wants to make sure that he can win his lane and then let his team set things up for him to use the crossbow tank. But look at the Franco as well as the Faramis. The Faramis is a good way to deny him of kills.
Remember as well, in all the matchups that we've seen from Blacklist International, they always ban the Franco. This hero has always been one of their kryptonites, as to say, on their Ube lineup. The fact that they can split them open, and the fact that they also have a Faramis who punishes clumped up compositions is already really good for them. But that's why Blacklist will play with the range, will play with the disengage of the Akai and the Navaria.
Really interesting, because I thought they were going to lean on the higher performing Yue, especially on Valentina. He has hard carry games with the Valentina, but instead decides to go Navaria.
Oh, this is because of the fact that Navaria can be flexed. It can be played in the position for the mid lane, and also the roam. And having it in the first picks of Blacklist International ensures that they will have that security on the Yue, but a very early link. Oh my! I'm happy.
Yeah.
You guys happy?
I am
More than happy.
It depends for who, right? I mean, sure, everyone's happy to see that prowess once again from Kyrie himself, but the thing is, if you're Blacklist, what kind of lockdown is available for the lane, right? Franco's been taken, Kaja's out of the board. For Venus?
Or don't lock him down.
Exactly.
Just take away the buff.
Don't lock him down. Take away the buff. So mid-control becomes prio for them, and that's why I feel like Onyx, they really understand that. They saved that lane pick for the last pick in the first phase to bait it out. Novaria picked up, so now that's still a flex pick, but remember, Novaria alone, not a lot of mid-control, so you can already see Onyx, they're taking out all the mages that can help Novaria clear.
This is where it gets really scary, because if we're not even just talking about the mid lane, we've seen what the mid lane looks like for Onyx, maybe a little bit for the side of Blacklist International, but let's talk about EXP here, because again, they're in the first phase alone. The fact that Franco wasn't even banned out, they left up the Joy as well as the Wanwan. It's a give and take.
Yeah, I think that it's either Teresa or Lapu-Lapu for the side of Blacklist International in that case. Lapu-Lapu gonna be perfect against the shields of Faramis. It's like a free setup because you clear out the extra shields very easily. Then you also think about Teresa so that you couple it up. You need a way for Blacklist International to kind of frontline so that the 1-1 will have a time to get the stacks in. I think Onyx will, now that we are talking about this, this is a good match. Farsa would have been perfect.
Agreed.
I'm thinking Farsa Lap was their last picks for Blacklist, but for Onyx, they might go for a non-item dependent gold laner, because when Ling is picked up by Onyx, automatically you shift your core to the Ling, not to the gold laner anymore.
Someone that's a little bit more self-sufficient, doesn't have to get punished too hard. Maybe something that can force priority. I mean, Beatrix as well as Quad are open.
Brody, maybe?
No, honestly, like all of those options are amazing for different things. Claude can basically take care of himself. Brody can have lane priority, making it so that even if you don't have the items, you can still scale up very well. And the thing is, the Brody here going up against the 1-1, still me and Merkel, we talked about it in private, but the thing about gold laners, it almost doesn't matter what the matchup is because it is very dynamic.
It's going to be the Beatrix, and that's exactly why, right? If we want to see just the main counter, it's going to be the Irithel, but we're not going to see that here. The Claude is an amazing lane for the 1-1, but it all comes down to skill. We've seen Chiku get dominated by a 1-1 before, so the Beatrix here is the most flexible, right? If Claude can do everything independently, Beatrix can adapt to any team style.
Okay, all right, we're seeing the next couple of picks. Arlet gets locked in for the side of Blacklist International. It's been a while since we've seen Edward on this Arlet. I was maybe hoping for Benedetta, but now Minotaur as well. This fits the MO of Blacklist International for sure.
Now that leaves us with the EXP laner, right? For the side of Onyx. Why do I have a feeling we might see something like the Masha for Boots?
Against 1-1, it's great.
Yeah, against Arlet, it's okay. The worst maybe that Onyx could take is Teresa, which is actually not that bad at all overall against Yarlot. But yeah, I think the Masha is it fits the bill.
What about Uranus? They already have enough damage coming in. They need a frontliner, someone who can survive in towards the late game as well, and no one from Blacklist will be able to fully burst this Uranus if it gets online.
Okay. I'll do you one better because I hate Uranus. What about Grok or Benedetta, right? Either or could definitely try force priority, but nope. They're going to take the Uranus here. You got it right on the ball, Miracle.
Right now, honestly, looking at the drafts, here's the thing. We've seen Novara being piloted by Oh My Venus, but now UA is going to use it. And here's the thing. We talked about controlling the purple buff. The Novaria can steal it away if enough vision is provided.
All right, let's take a look at the audience predictions real quick, right? Before we get into the nasty tidbits of this matchup. But this is a very interesting split between the two. Even the regions are kind of unsure, but of course there is priority in their respective regions here.
For sure. Everybody's going to have their little bit of a taste of what they like. Personally, for me, I'm actually kind of liking Blacklist International's comp just a little bit more. What about you, Eterna?
I have to agree with you here.
Rest of the table?
Onyx.
You know what? I'm going to go with Onyx.
Yeah, sorry, man.
Tiebreaker.
I've given Ling and Uranus to Onyx.
You know what? Now it's time. This is the start of a legacy for both teams. Blacklist International going up against Onyx. This is the Grand Finals MSC game number 1.
All right. Let's see. Edward unbending well. Kyrie with a killing spree. Mid-control, who has it, you think, Wolf?
Oh, definitely gonna be the Faramis Franco, right? Because of the fact that Faramis can just clear it out easily. It's the Minotaur and the Novaria. Not much wave clear with level 1 though. But if they do get level 2 on the Novaria, it's gonna be okay. This rotation that you're seeing from Blacklist International ensures level 2 on Oh My Venus. So he picks up the roam right now. So this is a faster tempo for Blacklist International when it comes to getting into their ultimates.
Yeah, I really feel like getting their power spike a little bit earlier is going to be very, very key because Kyrie in the early stages of the game, not going to be able to do much. So they just got to make sure scale up just a little bit faster so that they can actually put tempo into the jungle, making sure that Kyrie gets someone locked down with minimum amount of energy. That was pretty close.
That was pretty close. And the thing is, when you're playing the 1-1, right, it's the most annoying thing in the world when your second skill gets popped too many times. Here in the lane as well, we can see this is why the Uranus pick works, right, Wolf? What do you think about this matchup?
I think it's a wash. You know, that's what you always say with Uranus. Unless there's an influence. See?
But right
Not
now,
even needing the Purify.
Yeah,
but again, the Uranus just heals up very, very fast. For now, we can definitely see Blacklist International, they're trying to make sure that their laners are able to leave the lane very, very quickly because they want to make sure that they're able to contest the turtle. And again, having the Akai almost guarantees it. Almost. About 70%, I would say.
Yeah. I'm interested to see how they will approach this because there's a difference, right? They will want level 4 their roamers. And that's the switch that they did. The Fire is already at the bottom, the Varia already there. It's going to be a full 5v5 into the first turtle of the game.
Yep, and this one, I gotta say, we gotta look at all of the stun capabilities as well, because looking at Blacklist, not only do they have the Akai, but Edward on this Arlet can actually stun up Kyrie, making sure that he can't use the Retribution on time. And now, looks like he's going for a boost, but up top, CW gets a kill?
Boots opening up the map gave them so much more prio to play on the other side of the map, and this is why Onyx composition can work. They can split up the map open with the Franco. They have a lot of kill pressure, but Wise is already trying to punish Kyrie early on by going to the buffs. Wise stealing it away. Boots just putting some pressure once again, but it should just be a trade. Wait a minute.
Look at
Wise,
Kyrie.
no retry on Wise. So Kyrie should be able to take it right now, but we can see the Minutes Fury come down. Kyrie, with the top of the blades, escapes, gets out. The crowd goes wild.
Oh, I really love how Onyx approached this.
Oh, Boots!
Oh!
Agent Zero.
Right now, I gotta say, man, all of the 1v1s, even our observer's gonna catch it. A lot is going on in the map here right now, Wolf.
Edward utilized the crab so that he'll get extra vengeance stacks. Very smart. That's Agent Zero for you. While up top, they baited. Onyx, they show that they have some influence in the turtle. Then all of a sudden, after Kiba gets level 4, rotates to the top quickly.
CW. It was denying minions. Very well played there. They want to really shut Owl down. But Blacklist, they do not take all these free objectives and say nothing. They go for the trade instantly.
Right now, I gotta say, looking at the map right now, 1.5k gold lead for Onyx. It looks like for some reason, both CW as well as Kai, they're kind of winning here, Wolf.
Yeah, this is because of the influence of Onyx Philippines. You know that Uranus, taking Miracle as well as Gideon and Aether talking about it, self-sufficient in the XP lane. No need to go there. Onyx, they focus on top lane, and Owl is just there to fend for himself. It's not gonna be enough.
Well, Venus is getting poked by a lot. Kyrie might actually look to go for the all-in right now. He goes for the Finch points. Purple buff is up. He needs to prioritize that. But Venus doesn't have the regen. He's already very low.
Yeah, but right now we gotta look at Blacklist. They're moving together. The only one that's not there is Owl. They're looking at the purple buff. Edward moving forward. Boots as well as Sans is trying to create space.
Boots now with Consecration. That's going to be the Cult Altar helping him out. He does not have the Purify, but that's going to be the heavy spin by Wise in the back. Not going to be used for much as Sans is able to pull him back. But it's Rage onto Edward. That's the whole thing. And the Bloody Hunt locks him down. It's a kill for Onyx. Romer traded in for the Edward. Oh, Sans! Jumps forward, fires another. Kyrie with the top of the blaze. This should not be another kill. Kai just buying some time, but meanwhile, Owl.
Here's the thing, man. We gotta look at Onyx. They knew what Blacklist was trying to set up. And how did they fight that back?
I don't know how they did it, but Kyrie was able to get the purple. Then all of a sudden, Keyboy fights a good opening. Boots was soaking a lot from the resources of Blacklist International, was put low, but because of the ultimate coming from Sans, he was able to bring all of his HP back. That was a lot of sustain on Onyx side.
Here's the thing, man. I gotta say, in terms of the way they were fighting, it was absolutely beautiful. And now we gotta check the difference of gold here. And I gotta say, in terms of the difference, the biggest difference is between Kyrie as well as Wise.
That's right. It's because Wise wanted to go for the steal on the purple, but Kyrie was able to get the opener, gets so many kills, 0, 0, and 3. I mean, and now they even positioned themselves into the turtle.
Okay, Owl is in that bush now with a basic attack. Kyrie's going to be spotted out. That's a knocked up only on the Sans as he pops into Shadow Stampede. Now locked down. That's Owl picking up the kill. Sans is down, but the passive will gain him an instant respawn as there is a fight down below. This time, Boots having a better time putting down the stacks on Edward.
Yeah, right now I gotta say, man, Boots is making sure that Edward doesn't get to play the game. Wise here, starting to turtle. Oh, my Venus is there as well. Onyx goes in. Do they want to take a steal here?
Oh, bloody hunt by Keyboy. Locking Wise up. The heavy spin is not going to be used at all right now as Venus crumbles and falls as well.
The fact that Sans died with the heavy spin, you know, soaking the heavy spin before that turtle fight, you thought that Blacklist International would have the advantage, but no, it didn't. Because now, no heavy spin to counter a Keyboy. Keyboy locked him down during the threshold, and Onyx gets the turtle easily.
Okay, right now, look at the map situation. 3.8k gold lead. The map looks very red. Owl for now looks like he's trying to get as much as he can. Kyrie now having the Berserker Fury. What does this spell for Blacklist International?
Snowball. It spells snowball. Onyx, they don't even need Chewe now. He's gonna be a split push as well as Boots. Kyrie's gonna just tear through all of the damage of Blacklist International.
Right now, I gotta say, man, even Keyboy Mirko, we don't see him going for a lot of hooks. It's just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait. Someone comes in, I'm just gonna lock you down.
It's very hard at this point for Wise to go for any retreat contest because Keyboy is just being an absolute menace. Also using the Shishi mode, and that probably gives Blacklist International a bit of a, you know, not a good flashback as you know, the 4 O's.
Yeah, 4 O's, yeah, but you know, this happened before against Blacklist International. So,
oh my Venus.
Even Fury, Sans does pop in to call Alter. Keyboy is still locked down with the heavy spin right now. The crossbow tank is ready, but Keyboy is going to be first to down as Kyrie takes everything. Now comes the Blaze back again. They might win this right now. CW walks forward. Kyrie with the fast hands and CW with a double kill. Meanwhile, look at Boots. Look at Boots. He's wearing the boots. He's walking in the base.
Dude, I gotta say, what is this Uranus doing? He's not actually the fight.
What a snipe! No, beautiful win of nature. Edward walks forward. Sans, he might fall this time around. Edward using the resets. Sans with the Shadow Stampede, walking now, but the Vengeance follows it through. Sans is trying his best to run away, but he will just recall. But look at the map, controlled by Onyx still.
I gotta ask this, Wolf. Onyx, were they being too confident? Were they overextending there?
Oh, well, I think it's part of their MO, but yeah, they surely did overextend it there. They didn't realize that the Wind of Nature was the second item for Owl, and I want to have to credit that to Owl. Very nice itemization from that guy, was able to outplay Chewe, and because of that, they were able to recover for a little bit.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see Blacklist after getting that kill up top. They're trying to set things up because now that the Lord is here, both Onyx as well as Blacklist, they're moving together. They're trying to make sure that they have a very good situation for them to start the Lord. But for now, Boots is just zoning everyone away. Sans, you're going to open the map. He knows there's two people there. Keyboy, are you going in for the hook? But the hook did not connect.
This is what Boots needs to do. He just constantly is walking them down as Kyrie walks over to the Lord. Boots is dealing so much damage, and Blacklist International don't even know it. Look at that, all the stacks popped in. Boots pops in, the Purify gets out. Now a lot of CC is placed onto him, but he is still alive. Heavy spin already used. This might just be Blacklist International forced to concede the Lord.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see that Onyx is playing with Blacklist. They're trying to make sure that Boots, whatever you do, not just get vision. Try to tell us what's going on. Wise right now does not have the ult, and Kyrie's at top. Right now, Onyx, they're playing a very good macro play.
They're not letting Wise play as well. Edward needs to always be man-to-man versus Boots, while, of course, Wise is always forced to use the ultimate. And now, CW stole the purple buff from Wise.
Bloody Hunt, that's the Queen falling without anything. What? Still, the Lord away from Blacklist. That was the top of the blades. CW with a double kill for him. Edward with the final splash, but is not going to be able to distract for long as now he's giving the gun down. CW with a triple. Now flickering forward. Owl able to escape you, and now with the Astral Sphere, but CW wants to take this turret down. Onyx wants to crack the base open.
Oh my God, what was that play? Right now, hear the crowd. They're loving Onyx.
Yeah.
They got the Lord. Kyrie, fast hands, amazing reaction speed.
If Wise has the drive-by, Kyrie has the fly-by. The Sky King literally knew what he needed to do. The play was there. He split push so that Blacklist will feel confident, but he knew the timing all along. He knew that because of the first he can just get back to the Lord Peak and get that because he's level 14 compared to Wise's 10.
Right now, look at the map. Onyx, they're not going to try to force it out. They managed to get a mid inhibitor. Now, Blacklist, they're trying to look for a situation. Wise goes in. Is that Wise?
On Keyboy. It's only on Keyboy is the roamer. It's the worst possible target, maybe. No, Boots is the worst possible target because you can see him right now just recalling in the faces of Blacklist International. They're looking for some more, but honestly, at this point, it's only 10 minutes. They cannot take these base turrets down that fast. They need to bait out these passives, but that's going to be Darren Hook. The Queen is down again. Kyrie jumps onto the back. Wise, 1 HP. Kyrie! And CW finds a double.
Dude, that was a big burst of damage, and now Camille going in. Edward!
Pinch point just to bait it out. Edward falls. Agent Zero is down. And Onyx in 11 minutes. They take game 1.
What an opener. Blacklist International going up against Onyx. What a very, very fast game. And I gotta say, Kyrie, what an amazing man on that link.
By the way, that's the first win of Kyrie against V-Wise.
Wow.
Against V-Wise in an international finals.
The reason I said that this draft was better, and I think you guys have a similar opinion, is the fact that this is Onyx signature. I've seen this before. M3, it's a banana split. How? How can you not have seen a banana split? Because I didn't even mention it in the broadcast. I was like, wait, they want to go for pickoffs. They want to split up the map, but it's classic Raja Yeva.
Here's the thing. When you forget history has a way of repeating itself. And now Onyx, I gotta say, it's in their DNA. Even if they close the book, it's not a problem for them to open it back up and execute like it's nothing, man.
The Uranus just works so well because you take away the attention of Edward. You are forced to put the Arlot to stay against the Uranus for quite a long time. And the macro was there for the side of Onyx.
I gotta say, Gideon, did you expect that game to be that fast?
No, I really wasn't. I thought Blacklist was going to be able to slow things down at some point of time, and I was like, okay, maybe they can have some high ground defense. They're only, what, 5K down? Next thing, I blinked, all of a sudden it was 9.
Yeah, really just kind of snowballed from there, right? And this is what we were talking about this in-game, right?
Literally.
We were like, this man was so disrespectful, recalling in the base. And he is your MVP, Boots. He did so well being able to split the map, like you mentioned, and was able to just distract, honestly, the members of Blacklist.
Right now, Mirko, we gotta see it, man. What are a 4-0
No,
because
look.
that was a quick game.
Look, gentlemen, right?
All right,
okay, I said that I liked Blacklist draft better.
Okay.
And Blacklist lost in 11 minutes.
Wait,
so
you
when
guys are
we're
the
talking about curses,
Oh my
I'm
god.
not really sure if it's you that you guys should be looking out for, but I know what we should be pushing our focus now, as we are moments away of coming into the drafting phase of game number 2 between Onyx and Blacklist International.
Here's the thing, before the drafts, I just gotta say congratulations, boys. Finally on the table here, we have proven that girls are not always right. Clack, 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 clack.
Wow.
Girls can get it wrong too.
Oh my god.
I don't feel good about this one.
On camera.
That one's good. Girlfriend, listen.
All right. I mean, right now we can see that Onyx and Blacklist have actually opted to swap sides. So Blacklist prefer being first pick. Now, do you think that this is going to influence the way things have gone?
100%.
I think mostly it's also just Blacklist want to take that red side away.
Yeah.
You give Onyx red side, they will counter you. They will flex on you up until the very end.
They have to be in control. Blacklist International. So that means that Onyx, if this is 1-1, okay, that's good. But that opens up still the Joy as well as the Novaria for Onyx.
The Cambodian favorite, the Joy. And it's going to be picked. Oh, it's going to be picked up. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, no, nothing too out of the ordinary here, but let's remember that everybody leaves Franco up for this one reason. You pick Joy, I get Franco, and then I'm going to add a +1 to it. The question is, do you want to pick it up now or later?
I think not at all.
No.
Venus doesn't play Franco well, unless he wants to really like experiment here, but I don't think it's the time.
The answer typically is the glue, right? Maybe they go glue Faramis here, since it is probably is one of the first times that Faramis will be open up for Blacklist International. Don't go the Novaria route yet. That might not be the answer too. So maybe just go for glue Faramis here for Blacklist International.
If they don't go Novaria, Onyx gonna pick it up.
Here's the thing, guys. I gotta say, I love Faramis. Don't ask what my relationship is with Faramis, but I like using it, right? But after being nerfed, I gotta say, the winner is not looking that great. So for now, just get good old reliable.
Psycho Fred.
Don't make it too complicated. Psycho Fred, Crazy Valentina, comboed by
Gila Eve.
Gila Eve.
Right. Alyssa, perhaps, for Onyx, they utilize that against Frederick typically.
Yeah, same pattern as the last time we saw Onyx play against Echo, for an example, in these very similar situations.
Do you think we're going to be expecting a Claude coming in from Blacklist now that the Yuga has been picked up?
I think it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, that's an owl hero anyways. They really like that Claude a lot, and it's decent versus the Joy. Maybe it's like because the Joy is kind of a hero that goes to the backlines. The Claude is the one who also kind of mirrors that too.
I don't know actually. I remember our discussion of Bell, right?
Oh yeah, the Joy.
Yeah, the Joy is disgusting against the Claude actually, right? He just pops up the Vengeance.
Yeah, that's right.
And then that damage gets reflected.
Joy is pretty disgusting, man. When she gets into the land of Dawn, it gets real dirty, especially when it enters from the back. Anyways, though, we're going to talk a bit about the final pick of the first phase. Valentina, Fredrin, where do they want to go? Now it's a Franco again. They have Novaria. Up against a lot of dive. Do they have enough cover appeal for this Novaria?
I feel like they definitely got some kind of range with the Novaria, right? It opens up the map a little bit more, so maybe that at least Keyboy isn't going to feel as comfortable looking for hooks in his traditional spots and might have to just play with just the raw pressure of his presence.
Yeah. Here's the thing that after playing with Novaria, I understand. The safest place to be in the Land of Dawn, it's outside the Land of Dawn. No one can touch you when you're not in the game. So I kind of feel like you don't need that much peel. Just get out of there.
You just got to be efficient, because remember, these cooldowns have been punished before. Once you use that, especially early game, it's so easy to punish the Novaria.
Yeah, you're just kind of left out to dry almost.
I think you go Hayabusa as the ban here for Blacklist International. Don't want to give that to Mr. Kyrie himself.
Haya or Ling, though?
And the Ling, that's also true. But
is the Leslie ban meaning they want to claw themselves?
They're just trying to give Owl the Claude. I feel like it's always just the bait when it's Onyx. They opened up the Wan, now it's the Leslie ban?
That is very true with Yeb. You know, Yeb is he likes to trap people into spot, right? That's the way he drafts.
You pick it.
Yeah, you pick it. You know,
it's like, oh no, I banned the wrong heroes.
All right, we'll see, right? Because now they've actually chosen for the Ling this time around, right? Hayabusa is still left open here, so that is still a possibility for Onyx to pick up for Kyrie. We saw what he was able to do at M4. But now Onyx, they're going to start limiting the options for the EXP lane, the Lapu Lapu.
Super duper good ban here coming out from Onyx, because I think that they are eyeing for either carry or Matrix.
It could be Melissa too.
Melissa, that's also there.
See, now they want Blacklist to pick the gold lane now. They banned out the Leslie, so they will pick up the Claude either way. Blacklist, if they pick up the Claude, then it's no Melissa. It's just gonna be a Beatrix. It's so intelligent. They move for Beatrix, so Melissa is up. It's ready. Up against the Lapu, banned out. Perfect time to bring it up.
Yep, looks like they're not gonna take the bait. You think we're a new bait? No, we're a mythic bait.
Glory or honor?
Do they want to? Okay. So they already have the choice, as they explained. I think that it could be flex into the jungle as well, knowing Onyx. But I do feel that Melissa is such a good hero now against Blacklist International's lineup.
I personally think that this is great to see, because usually when you are on the second pick, right, once you get that first pick after the second, in the second phase itself, you're posing so many questions. And I think at least for Onyx, it feels like they're not the ones responding here to Blacklist. It feels like Blacklist are the ones having to answer the questions.
Right now we see the Bane being picked up and the Moscow! What? The Moscow being picked. CW wants to flex. He wants to show that my arms, man, they can go fast.
So what's the idea here? I mean, technically, what I'm looking at is Bane and Moskov. Both of them can penetrate through, right? They're basic, or not. For Bane, is the first skill. For the Moskov, it's the passive. So maybe that's what they want to go for. They want a front to back against the front to back gods.
But we have to talk about this first, right? Because when we're talking about gods, we're also talking about kings in a way, right? Sky Kings, Kyrie himself, right? Onyx is on a 26 win streak from MPL ID Season 11 until now, because they were able to win that first game. And so now it's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. Will Blacklist be able to break their code instead? And I guess they're trying to by picking up this last pick to Rizla. How are you feeling about this, Gideon?
I'm happy that Rizla's being shown, but against the Joy, it's not a very fun matchup, right? At the end of the day, you have to expand flickers to get into the back line, and Joy is like, yep, 2 buttons.
Yep. And with the Moscow being picked up here, the idea is that you want to still kind of deal with the engage comp of the side of Blacklist International. Like Melissa, for example, deals AoE damage because of the muddles, but also Moscow, you have that extra damage from the passive, and that means that whoever is going to be caught by Keyboy, it's gonna have some collateral damage for sure.
Here's the thing, man. We're talking about breaking the code. I want to see Blacklist breaking the curse. Let's make sure that for this game, we got to see can Blacklist equalize, and we got to see CW on this Moscow. Can he flex over Owl on this Beatrix? He's going to show, I'm the silent killer of Blacklist International. We're going into game number 2, Onyx against Blacklist.
Blacklist surely have a chance to destroy that win streak. 26 it was, but against the Franco, a hero that we've seen so many times, always prio ban. It's been literally their demise.
And Keyboy has been so good at this hero. Well, I guess it's because of the fact that Onyx really knows how to utilize its kit. Like, it's not only just about the burst, it's about influence. And the way that you're checking all of those bushes, make it so that Blacklist will have to hide all the time. They cannot position themselves well. One thing that's good, though, this is Novaria and Valentina, a Blacklist special. Yue is so good with this hero. Or could he do ultimates to get the takeaway from Onyx, like the Eve ultimate and the Bane ultimate?
Here's the thing, man. Looking at the lineup from Blacklist, again, you were talking about Yue can take quite a lot of ultimates. I'm actually looking at the range difference here, because Blacklist and Onyx are actually, in terms of range, Blacklist is crazy. Can Joy really pressure Blacklist if they're just baiting everything out? But CW, again, showing him stuff. Like, Keyboy is there, but that was kind of a 1v1.
Yeah.
This Moskov is going to be a big thing to Blacklist International, because we mentioned earlier as well, Lavelle, that in the gold lane, it really depends on skill. And it's about how much you understand the enemy hero. I don't know when Owl faced a Moskov last, but it is going to be very hard to understand the limits in this game alone.
Yeah. Here's the thing, man. The Moskov from CW, I want to see him how creative he can get, because again, Moskov to carry very short-range heroes. I wonder how he's going to approach the fights, because again, we're thinking Edward as well as Wise, they want to engage. How is he gonna approach that? Just counter-engage, or let them do their thing and then just like, you know, I'm just going to go to the back line?
Yeah, just going to be farming, and then you start to split the map. And then when you do engage, you make sure that you are going onto the heroes from the front line. So to answer your question, Wise is not going to have a good time because of this Moskov. So they have to be careful here for Blacklist International.
Well, let's see right now. Kyrie's on the Bane down below. CW is going for the kill right now. It might be a solo kill down below. CW picks it up. but it's going to be the Beatrix still alive here in the turtle side. Edward flickers forward with a penalty zone, and Blacklist International, they strike first.
Okay, here's the thing, a lot was going on. Good job, Mirko, actually catching both fights. CW 1v1 against Owl, winning that out. So, okay, that's already amazing for him. But the thing is, Blacklist International, they were able to secure the turtle. Whoa, I gotta ask you, man, in this kind of situation, which one got out of that winning the trade?
Definitely the gold laner. Yeah, Onyx winning the gold lane, and then of course that is solo kill for Chewe. That's a lot of boost, like 700 gold ahead with corrosion side. Before 3 minutes.
Okay, now again looking at the situation, I gotta ask you, Marco, how does it feel starting the lane having this kind of lead?
It's a great lane, because in the gold lane, especially if you have someone like Keyboy just hovering over this lane, CW is gonna freeze it constantly. Owl has to use all of his skills to get a minion, has to swap between a lot of different guns, and thinking about all that, it really puts on the pressure for you.
All right, now I gotta ask, Blacklist, they gotta start pressuring, man. Where is it? The XP? Is it the gold? Is it the mid?
Definitely the gold. I don't think that they should be allowing this to happen. You can say explaining that's gonna be Edward. There's no way for them to take out the joy, so it's gold.
But that's great. Wow, Keyboy flickers out. Hebrews Passion popped in as well, but that's CW with the Spear of Misery, gets him out. Spear of Vengeance as well, all the way in the back just to get that wave pushing in.
Okay, you know what? Good call on that, making sure that they go for the goal lane. But again, expertly played by Ani, making sure that no one was really caught. Oh, but now Sans
flickers out, penalty zone brings it back for a bit, but the RWM, that's the anti-CC. Sans loves using it just to defend, and it also helps him clear the wave.
Yeah, the idea that the idea always for the Beatrix, if you want to go for the Bennett's Reach play, there has to be some sort of lockdown. Surely they
Full
have
gold.
Edward with a Terizla, but they don't have like a hard lockdown like a Franco, for example, or maybe a Kaja. That's why you saw Keyboy was able to just flicker out of there.
Okay, no penalty zone for Edward. This might be big now. Deadly catch coming down. Kyrie wins out the Retribution battles. Wise walks back up with taunt. Keyboy gonna be taken low. Now he finds Iron Hook, but he only brings him back for the range of the Appraiser's Rats to take him down. CW with the Inspire already. Boost now jumping to the back line with the rhythm. Does he get enough defense? What? That shouldn't have worked, but it did for Captain Boots.
Dude, I would have sworn he would have just died. That wouldn't have looked as cool. But he actually got a kill, and now you and Oh My Venus are they going to go for it? Oh My Venus, you don't have a lot of mana, and it looks like no, they're not going to push their luck here, Wolf.
Yeah, expect the Valentina to go up against the Joy all the time. That's why the answer for Blacklist's first pick is Valentina because of the damage. But my oh my Boots, just because of the Vengeance, and I think that Edward kind of also autoed, thinking that he will survive after that Vengeance coming out from Boots. Might be a bad call coming out from Blacklist International. And of course, the cooldown from Boots was there, and that Captain Boots, even after he died, he gave so much to Onyx.
Onyx started out pretty well, having a lead. But after that scuffle, now Blacklist has equalized it. For now, Boots as well as Edward, they're just kind of like, we're seeing each other, we're going to have this dance. But again, for now, Onyx, they're getting pressure. Wise goes in on to Keyboy.
Yeah, but it's a good Spear of Misery to put him back. Blacklist International now with a very good objective take up top, putting more map pressure on.
Yeah. Now Blacklist International, they have woken up. The movements that you're looking at their composition, it's looking really good. And I think the answer is simple. To answer the Onyx strategy, you just have to have more wave clear. In the previous game, they only have what? The Varia 1-1, not enough wave clear for sure. This time, they have Valentina, they have the Beatrix, they can move around much faster because they have the superior wave clear.
All right, now Owl just completed the Blade of Despair. I gotta ask Mirko, is this enough for Blacklist to say, you know what, we can take a few fights?
It's definitely a power spike, but as you can see, even Blacklist knows it's not enough yet because he is still behind. And CW has also hit a power spike. Golden Staff for Moskov, massive item, second item, and he finished up the corrosion side. Real World Manipulation popped in very early, trying to chunk Kyrie down, and it does just that. Kyrie and Onyx will be shoved away from this neutral objective, and Blacklist takes it for free.
I mean, here's the thing. I gotta say, in terms of the way Philippine teams have been playing, when they want to take objective, they don't care about using their skills. Speaking of skills, Boots is looking at Oh My Venus and it's like, you know what, you're looking very yummy right now, but Boots ain't gonna get that kill.
Oh, you see the way that they utilize the Varia ultimate extra hitbox. Even when you're outside of the copied real world manipulation, you still get stunned because technically there's a part of you that's still inside the box. That's actually that's something that I haven't seen before in Blacklist International. Thank you for showing us that.
Look at the siege though. Beautifully played by Blacklist International, utilizing the Beatrix. If the Moskov can win in 1v1s, Beatrix certainly wins in shoves and sieges, and Blacklist are playing to their strengths. Meanwhile, Kyrie up top, a Spear of Misery. Now a penalty zone. Kyrie gonna be caught right now. Does he have the deadly catch? Has to taunt to lock him out. Wise doing the damage. Deadly catch throw now. Wise dashing forward, but Onyx with a good disengage. Oh, almost a snipe down from Venus.
All right, gentlemen, for now, we can definitely see a slower game between Onyx as well as Blacklist. Now, I got to pose the question. Blacklist, they got a lot of range. Onyx, how are they realistically going to engage? Because I'm looking at Keyboy, and I kind of feel like his Iron Hook, the range ain't that far.
Yeah, it ain't that far. To answer your question, yes, they have to rely on Keyboy. Boots would have to be a supplement. Because of the presence of both Navaria as well as Valentina into the backlines, that's what he wanted to go for. He will not have a free reign over the backlines of Blacklist International. So you cannot do the actual typical Joy things in this comp against Blacklist International. So it has to be really a pickoff. That's Onyx. They have to rely on their pickoffs before they're able to win a team fight against Blacklist.
Looking back at this, right, Blacklist, the way that this draft has, as we see it right now, it does seem like they don't care about the baits coming in from Coach Yeb, because it really looks like they just want to poke out Onyx. It's like, yeah, you guys want to start fights. We are very peaceful. We don't want to fight, but we will damage you from afar. Because right now, Blacklist, they're just avoiding. If you guys want to come close, but we got to say, your HP is going to be very low before you even start anything. Keyboy, Kyrie, close to the Lord, and Edward is kind of zoning everyone away. I'm not sure if Onyx can really go for this.
They don't want to go for it, it seems. They're just going here, trying to buy some time. Boots now jumping in, but give the retribution. Boots finds a kill somehow in the midst of it all. It's a miss from Venus. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, you can see the real population as well here in the topside river. CW might actually use this Inspire, but he doesn't even need to. He finds another turret, and it's still Onyx with a different draft, but it's the banana split.
Yeah, it's like, you want to fight the Ube? Get another dessert. Banana split, and looks like Blacklist are like, oh, wait. Can't you guys come together?
Isn't this like Christmas for, I mean, me personally, but maybe for a lot of people out there? It's Blacklist versus Onyx, Kyrie versus V-Wise, Ube versus the banana split. And I was there in its inception, the moment that it was, battling against each other. Now we're seeing it. I am in it for a treat. And it's true. You wouldn't think that Onyx would like to go for a split push because they don't have that X-Spinator that kind of goes for it. But if you play that way, now, all of a sudden, you have an answer to the ultimate Monday experience.
You know what? This is beautiful because we're going to look at team fight going up against map manipulation. The Lord is going to march in. Onyx, they're going to be here to defend. And Blacklist, I'm thinking, do they want to siege? Because they just cleared this very, very fast.
Yeah, if we said Vitrix, Navaria, Valentina has good clear, well, Onyx have good clear too. Just the Yves and... Kyrie wants to go for this deadly catch. Owl might get solo here, but Keyboy finds an amazing pick on the back. And it's Venus who has the fall. Wise now looking for the taunt, not in range. Sans also just putting in that utility, that slow. You don't feel it much, but when you do, it just gets you out of range by a bit.
Wait, was I tunnel visioning? All of a sudden, how did Keyboy get there?
Yeah, it's just a flicker. And I think that, honestly, only Venus sacrificed herself for that. So that's good.
Vengeance, Boots, first in the world. He takes everything on. Yue wants to chase him down right now with Rhythm as well. Boots should fall here, but it's going to be another turret. Tries to cancel out the recall with the Spear of Vengeance, but it's going to be a tier 2 once again. Onyx.
It's just the split at this point. And yeah, Ome Venus died there. It looked like it was some sort of a weird interaction, but in a way, Ome Venus kind of fended for Owl. But the fact of the matter remains, Onyx, they have regained composure. They have the Bane, as well as they have the Bane for the middle. They have Chewe, who's pushing onto the side dates, and they also have Boots, making it so that the diversion is there for the split.
Sans bit too much more than he could chew. That was one of the moments where the recalls did not help. Wise with the drive-by, dashing forward. Now the taunt though, that's a lot of damage placed onto Wise by CW. Keyboy barely missing a good dodge from Blacklist as they try their best now to push the pace.
Dude, I gotta say, he died before the fight even starts. Now the minion is here, and Blacklist, now we're starting to see their composition coming online. Big damages here coming from afar.
Yeah, you can see that Blacklist International are utilizing the counters to the Joy as well. Boots as well as Sans, they are really suffering from this Valentina. 2-0 and 3, 5 out of 5. UA was part of it. The first pick coming up from Blacklist, I think it's well worth it. This might be the trend. This might be the hero, the flavor of the series.
Okay, right now, look at the positioning of Onyx as well as Blacklist. Moving towards the Lord. Boots is looking for a chance. Boots is going in.
With the rhythm as well. Owl, though, forced to back away right now. Goes for the damage. It's a good peel. And Owl picks up the kill. Kyrie finds the red tree, though. Wise loses out. CW going to be able to dump out, but the real world inflation locks him down in the penalty zone as well. Flicker committed by Edward. Owl had to use it earlier. 2-4-1. 2 kills for an objective.
Wow. With 2 kills, this means that Blacklist will be able to push. Yeah, surely they lost the retribution, but my oh my, they will run through.
B-Boy as well, falling as Blacklist International come back online. 700 gold lead, sieging, pushing the pace.
Here's the thing, are we about to see a 1-1? Is this going to be the start of something good? Because the Lord is marching for Onyx, but I kind of feel Blacklist kind of doesn't care.
I think the answer, you know, if there will be a 1-1 for Blacklist International, what the win condition is Lord fights. They have to win Lord team fights. And it doesn't mean that you get the retribution onto the Lord. What it means is that around those Lord team fights, you have to win the trade. Like it's a 3-4-1, a 4-4-2. You have to lead by 2 heroes over the other so that you can push. I think that's the main win condition here for Blacklist International.
Fraser's Wrath committed early. Boots already with the rhythm as well. Still saving the Vengeance as the mid lane should be pushed in. Edward spotted out. Mid lane taken down. Tier 1. Blacklist International able to micromanage up top as well. Both still no gold lead technically.
Right now, one at a time, Onyx is dismantling the structures of Blacklist. Looking at the itemization for now, I gotta point out, Owl actually has an Athena shield, really respecting the damage coming in from Sans as well as Boots.
Yep, that's why when Boots went in for the backlines, he survived, and Boots would have thought that the one-hit factor was already there, but was punished afterwards. And just want to commend UA once again. That Terrify that was able to hit onto Boots allowed them to really win the team fight afterwards.
Okay, whoa, you talked about Blacklist, their win condition. Onyx in this kind of situation, 14 minutes going into 50 minutes, the Lord is just going to get stronger and stronger. How is Onyx supposed to play this banana split now?
Yeah, you should make sure that the long lane has been controlled. In this case, the long lane is the bottom lane because the Lord is up top. Make sure that Boots is always there, and he is. And now up top, you can wait for those minions to go down because you have the wave clear anyways, and it's actually more advantageous for you that there will be minions in there so that you control the map. You split it in a way that the long lane will be controlled by Boots, and then the turtle fight, you will go for heroes first before going on to the Lord.
Okay, so at this point, based on my understanding, you got to make sure the long lane, which is the bottom lane, again, we're seeing it here, Boots is controlling it well. And then in the fight with the Lord, it almost doesn't matter, as long as you just control the heroes.
You can see the development of the slow push here for both side lanes. Boots chose to actually shove that wave because he's going to wait for it, I believe, and play it slow push it. Meanwhile here, the topside river, Kyrie's going to be slain. That's the immortality already. Baited out, Kai's down, but it's Rage. Beautiful pickup by Blacklist International. Bottom wave not cleared up just yet by Onyx. As a jungler down, should be a free Lord for Blacklist. CW clearing out this mid wave. Now with a good spot on the back. Owl's gonna be visible. Now it's gonna be Flicker and Bloody Hunt. Now it's CW with a lot of damage placed down. Edward's immortality will fall. Boost in the back. He does some damage, but it's not gonna be enough to take anyone down. Blacklist playing it well, but look at their HP bars. They're all low. CW and Sans versus the world. They're pulling the Lord back. They want to stop it from happening. Retribution gonna be there, but there's gonna be one pulled back. Not enough to steal the Lord. Still Blacklist secure it. That's Keyboy who falls, and Blacklist has played the team fight perfect.
And you can see you with the rookie for Blacklist International kind of getting into the programming of Blacklist International so well. He knew and understood his assignment. Whenever you see Kyrie, pop the ultimate, pop the Eve ultimate. That happened twice. In this particular time, this is important because they have gunned down Kyrie. He had help afterwards, but the fact of the matter remains, he knew that when he sees Kyrie, even just a pixel of this Bane, you go on to that hero.
Right now, it looks like UA is a man on a mission, and he doesn't stray away from the mission. 3.6k gold lead for Blacklist. Looking at the wave clicker coming in from Onyx, we've seen incredible ways, especially going up against Echo, where they can defend. But going up against Blacklist is, they got a lot of range. I'm not feeling too sure here. I'm not feeling too good. Oh my Venus. So far, it looks like Blacklist, they don't want to engage heavily. They still want to play this as slow as they can.
The wave clear is just perfect right now for Onyx. The fact that another Enhanced Lord just spawned in and it's just cleared out like nothing. But for, even the mid lane's not going to fall. Tier 2 still up. Boots, Divine Glaive this time. So respecting the Athena shield as well.
But then again, Blacklist are still getting the map macro. Because now, they can't go for pickups.
Whoa, Boots! Absolutely gets shredded down. Blacklist online, but wait, Wise steps up a bit too fast, a bit too far. CW with a shutdown. Real world manipulation. Pop down as well. Keyboy with a conceal. But Owl with a good spot, a good snipe. Oh, what? How? What? One more shot, TW as well. TW finds it. What? How did Keyboy find the hook on Venus?
I gotta say, man, Keyboy has not been hitting a lot of those hooks. But at that moment, he got it. He tried it on Edward. He didn't. But now we can hear the crowd reinvigorated.
Wow.
Onyx starting to find a very good spot in the map.
That's super bad for Blacklist.
Super bad. Super duper bad. They lost Wise. They lost Venus. Oh my word!
Keyboy once again with a beautiful hook, forcing a DPZ, a defensive penalty zone. Shout out Leo.
DPZ. You don't want that. You don't want that. You want the OPZ. Well, the offensive penalty zone, but it's not working. Well, at least in that moment, Keyboy finding treasure, finding gold. When Oh My Venus, I think that what happened was he was still into the wall, and then when he popped the Astral Sphere after the Astral Recall, he went down because that's the typical interaction. And the moment he went down, went towards the hook of Keyboy.
Here's the thing, man. The thing about the Franco, you can miss, like, I don't know, the first 10 minutes of your hooks.
I agree.
After that, the moment you get one, something changes in the players of Franco. After that point, they're a Franco god, and now we can see Keyboy starting to feel that Franco godness.
It kind of feels like the moment that you find your rhythm, it kind of feels like your hook has a magnet.
Let's Rage, RWF, 2 big resources spent, and Kyrie is still alive. Wise walking in front. Keyboy trying to go for it. Real woman plays it. US finds it. A beautiful pick for Blacklist. Now, though, they're going to go for it. A beautiful taunt from Wise. This might be an overcommitment from Onyx, but it's going to be Wise taken down. Oh! Keyboy finds it. Boots in the back of the rhythm as well. Now, US, the shutdown. A double. They get a double for the captain. Onyx, how did they find a way in?
It was Keyboy all along, but then again, the fight already, I thought was already on the side of Onyx. It was Yuit to get the Lord for whatever reason. The flicker coming out from Suns with their RWM, that gave them the advantage, the territorial advantage. Wise cannot get out of the box, and they have the lockdown afterwards. Then Keyboy lands a good hook, puts up to the backlines. Onyx really played that so well.
Wait, if they manage this well, they might actually end. 10 seconds on Wise. How? One fight and turns it around. If anyways comes out, and Natalie catch as well. Edward with a penalty zone. Onyx. Cambodian magic is the only thing I can use, the word, to describe how they won.
Did we just jinx ourselves? Did we just apply the curse? I was saying.
It's Onyx magic.
It looked like it looked like it's gonna be a 1-1. I spoke too soon, man. Just now, it's a 2-0.
It's a game of boxes. The way that Onyx designed their box, they waited for the right moment. Suns was waiting for a flicker, and when he went in, he caught everybody from the side of Blacklist International, destroying their formation. Gonna have to hand it to Yue. He got the Lord. But apart from that, the formation is already favoring Onyx. Then Keyboy lands a magnetic hook once again. It's Onyx magic.
Keyboy, what? I mean, we mentioned it. He's been missing a lot. His hit rate probably is abysmal, but I guess he proves quality over quantity, right? You get the right hooks at the right time, you can swap and turn the game over. I can't believe he just found it on Owl.
Here's the thing, man. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. But if you take 100 shots, eventually something will hit. With that being said, don't shoot people.
Oh,
what do you guys thought about the game?
Gideon, I have to be honest, I was nervous for a second. I thought that the Joy pick for Boots wasn't gonna work out. I thought Franco for Keyboy wasn't going to work out. But in the very end, like we keep mentioning over the course of this group stage and the knockouts, is that it's not how you start, it's how you finish, right? And man, they finished the heck out of that game.
Look, I'm just gonna parrot the general in his famous words. If CW and as well as Boots do good, this game is over. And the one time they kind of let Boots go, let him have that space, he took it so much further than what we expected.
Dude, I gotta say, man, because the draft, even you guys were like, okay, maybe these heroes don't work out, but Coach Yep, something else, man, because somehow he designed his macro to make it that, yeah, we don't care, we're just gonna make it work.
Yep, the counter that Blacklist designed against Boots, against the Joy, is the Valentina. You have enough damage for that. It's a classic counter, but you need another one, which is the lockdown. You need some sort of stun. In that last fight that you saw, Boots had the free pass to the backlines because Yue was focused on taking the Lord, was able to get it. And Chewe is the MVP. There were so many MVP-esque performances from all of the members of Onyx. What he did in the first few minutes, though, was phenomenal. Winning the 1v1 allowed them to have good early game.
I agree with that, right? And even backstage, I was talking to Gideon, I was like, what is this Moskov pick? I don't understand. But then we see it pan through. In the earlier stage, yes, he did win that 1v1. He focused more on the objectives as well, just, you know, biting through those turrets, and we might see this reflected here through the heat map.
I mean, come on, man. Calvin Winata, we know that he likes to go for crazy picks. He brought out the Mia, got a Savage in MPL Indo Season 10. He brought out a lot of crazy heroes. The Moskov he brought at M4 didn't work too well, but this time he has really refined his craft because the way he was using the Moskov, as you can see, is all over the map.
Literally everywhere, from 5 minutes all the way to 10 minutes, Onyx was making sure that at least with Calvin Winata, Mr. Chewe is able to have all the space required to make it.
Kyrie on his signature high, two very easy backline targets to go for here. It's going to be the Yuzong locked in as well, so it is just between the roamer and the jungler. If they want to go for something different, it should be the Cho. Beatrix, you cannot bring Purify on this Beatrix, so with the Cho, you do have a lot to say. Up against the Joy as well, it is going to be a very good pick because you can lock them down. Oh, there you go.
You called it well done, and Miracle. Through and through, their backline access, their team fights are great. They're able to kind of disengage from difficult spots. It's a play on the previous composition that we saw in game number 2 from Onyx so far.
And it also gives them an answer to all these strategies perhaps from Blacklist right now, right? The Beatrix, the Novaria, the Joy, like you mentioned, but this last surprise pick is going to be very important.
It's just Farsa or Eve, I think, for Blacklist. They need that. But what I really like about this Yuzhong is that even when it's Eve or Farsa, it looks bad on Blacklist International. But at the same time, they're left with no choice. They need some sort of nuke damage.
And if I had to choose between Farsa and Eve, I would also go for Eve as well. Anti-CC just to be able to protect you for a couple more seconds. Maybe try to make that impact before you go down. I think this is a hard game, but yes, they have downloaded habits, and I'm hoping that we see them exploit it. I'm thinking maybe it's going down towards that gold lane. It is a 1-1, and it is punishable after level 4, so let's see whether that's going to be the case.
Okay, now, honestly, looking at all the players, the coaches are moving away. And I gotta say, I got mixed feelings here looking at the faces. Some are looking worried, some are looking hopeful. Now, here's the thing, Gideon has said it himself. For game number 3, it's going to be very, very important for both teams. Blacklist, if they want hope, they got to make sure they win this one. But on the side of Onyx, man, if they win this 3rd game, it's almost game over. I kind of feel like they're putting their foot on the throats of Blacklist. With that being said, we're going into game number 3 of the Grand Finals in MSC. Onyx against Blacklist International.
It's funny to see because I actually got to, watch and analyze MPLPH Grand Final Season 11, and I was doing that with Midnight. So shout out to Midnight. He told me that the M4-4-0 really hurt Blacklist, and after another 4-0, and now possibly another, you can't help but think that it is on the back of Blacklist's minds.
And right now, looking at the rotations, Wolf, anything that we got to pay attention to, or it's all normal?
It's going to be, well, I guess the only difference is that there will be no invasion from both teams, because this is Fredin and Akai, right? They are pretty much self-sufficient. It is weird, though, because we know that as a Cho, you want to invade in the early stages.
And right now, Sans is doing quite well. Everyone here is basically just poking each other out. But I gotta say, man, Keyboy is looking very active. He's trying to get his rhythm. He's looking and he's trying to mirror wherever Wise is going. It's like, yeah, Wise, you know what? You're a Frederick, cool and all. You can walk anywhere you want. I'm just gonna make sure that I always have vision on you.
Yeah. I can expect that Blacklist will put focus onto Boots. I think this is the right idea. Maybe force a Petrify. That's what they're doing.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be good here. That's going to be a dive from Edward. Boots didn't pop in the Petrify, but Edward's already very low. Now, clearing out the way. Meanwhile, top side, Owl's going to be brought back to the team right now. Owl flickering out, but Keyboy jumps in again. One more weakness point is all he needs. No Inspire. This could be a mistake from the side of Onyx right now as they gun him down. UA's walking up. He has the flicker, but Keyboy's trying to zone him away as Sans walks in as well. Venus gets caught! What is first blood over to Onyx?
Dude, okay, a lot happened there. Sans almost looked like he was forcing it, but oh my Venus, what was that positioning?
Well, it was because he wanted to take out CW, and I think he can. But Sans was heroic, flickered in front of Oh My Venus.
Uh-oh, Kai, I don't think this is going to be a good strat for you. Owl guns him down. He tried to go for an invade, but it's a very well-placed position for Owl to counter that. Blacklist winning.
Yep. Looking at the situation as well, Blacklist was able to secure the turtle. Wise here, seeing Keyboy, CW, looks like he is gonna get slowed down, so Blacklist, I don't know.
Oh! Venus! That's how he redeems himself. That's how you do it.
All of the effort that Onyx did up top lane, they went in free against Owl. They weren't able to kill Owl. Surely they punished Oh My Venus, but the fact remains, Owl was there to contribute for the kill on to Kyrie. Then Oh My Venus shuts down CW. The focus of Blacklist onto the top lane, well rewarded.
Okay, you know what, Keyboy, good job on you. That is worth a TikTok clip. Now, I gotta ask Mirko, CW on this 1-1, he's getting pressured. Does he really care?
Not really. You know, in every 1-1 lane right now, wait a minute, Sans forces to call Alter in the mid lane. That RWM doing a lot of damage. Also, Venus, the mobility field almost taking him down. Yue has the flicker. There you go, Yue! With a flicker forward to find that kill. Meanwhile, Kai gonna bring it back. No real world manipulation. Just a few more basic attacks, and it is going to be a solo kill. Kai recovers for his team.
I think that carry really, maybe that's
Keyboy and Keyboy. This is what you get. Now it's going to be CW flying across the skies, just like Onyx. A good sidestep from both these members. Venus spotted Keyboy out. Wise is going to be trying to sandwich them down. Knows that it is all up to CW. Keyboy just playing around it. CW's trying to body block, and he will do it. Venus does not know the positioning of Keyboy.
Okay, you know what? Right now, in the first 4 minutes here, we're seeing way more action than almost the entirety of the second game just now, because a lot of fights are going everywhere. Yep. I gotta ask, Wolf, you're the Blacklist connoisseur. Is this where they're trying to switch it up, trying to increase the tempo?
Yes, surely. They have to understand that the way that the way Onyx is playing is fast tempo as well. They have to match it.
Well, Kyrie is going for it either way with a heavy spin. Now bringing him back. Wise zone away from the turtle. He wants to get it now, and it should be free. Kai gets it with the dragon. Blocking Wise down. Boots! In the back with the Black Dragon for himself. Wise now 3v1. The king of the jungle will fall, but he goes for a lot more damage first. The Cold Ulcer forced. The king of the jungle doesn't go without a fight. He paid some time for Owl to take some good gold down below.
Onyx snatching that turtle away from Blacklist International was so massive. Yue already put out the ultimate. Well placed, well timed. Blacklist International had the control of the turtle, but it was Kyrie who secured the turtle. And then afterwards, Wise felt so anxious for a kill. And that's why he was punished. All of a sudden, in a flip of a switch, Onyx with a 1.5k gold bid.
I almost want to say that's not Wise's fault, man, because looking at how Onyx plays, and again, Keyboy, because, okay, look at what happened. Kyrie pushed the Fredrin away. You're not getting anywhere near the turtle. Keyboy's like, I'm going to kick you away and then see what else you got.
And to talk about the matchup again, we didn't really get to talk about it. CW on the 1-1. Well, 1-1 in general. Against any bullies or anyone who can actually escape from you, you just need to farm. Farm up, wait for the corrosion site. Once you get the DHS, now that's when you actually look to fight. And right now, he's on course to get a very early DHS.
Okay, Demon Undersword is the power spike we're looking at here for CW. Kyrie now, as well as Keyboy. There's two ways for Onyx to start the fight. Blacklist, they got to be careful because Wise, even though you're the king of the jungle, there's not much that you can do 1v3, 1v4, sometimes even maybe 1v5.
Yeah, definitely. For Onyx, they have good team fight. for sure, good engage. I mean, with the Akai as well as the Yuzhong, we haven't even seen like Boots participate in a massive team fight just yet. And now it means that big game is over with Word!
As the Vengeance popped in early though, now the crossbow attack, CW in the back, now with his fire! Finds Edward with Venus! One CW, he finds the double under the turret! Now Boots dives into the back, with the Petrify as well! Son forced in, Boots able to escape from the turret right now! No way, Kyrie saves him from it, Boots 1 HP, Yu is on the way! How did Onyx just pull that off?
Dude, you know what? If we deserve an instant replay, that deserves an instant replay. I gotta say, hats off to Keyboy. He waited for it. He went in and he got his target.
And the flicker animation transfer as well. It all started with that snag onto Edward. Keyboy with that flicker and he wins. He goes in for the kick. Then CW making sure that he was able to pop the ultimate. Fortunately though for Blacklist, Weiss was there to knock out CW and they do have the damage, but Boots to pick up the slack, and Keyboy once again sacrificing his body so that Boots will complete the kill, and then Carry defended. Onyx is just on a different chemistry level.
Dude,
this point.
I gotta say, this is why his KDA looks like that, but I kinda don't care. Sacrifice yourself for the betterment of your team. Blacklist now, what are you gonna do?
That was beautiful mechanics, by the way, right as you say that. Edward using the second skill, Unstoppable, to get out of the way of the Dragon.
Exactly.
We see more from Edward to make those kind of plays for Blacklist to come back.
Edward taking full utility of a Joy. That's good to see, for sure.
Wait a minute, Wise, bit off position. Kyrie finds it. Oh, Wise pinned down. Real world manipulation on the back, but it's the Black Dragon form as well. CW now with the crossbow attack. Petri again. Yue forced to flicker out. Edward jumping back inside now. CW is going to be caught with the way of the Dragon! From Keyboy, saves CW and even gets a kill back! Keyboy gets it. Meanwhile, Owl up top trying to split up the map.
Okay, you know what? Mirko, I don't let you use this. If it's not Keyboy, it's Key what? Man, that was key, man. I'm gonna give you that one. Keyboy in this game, whoa, it's amazing.
Keyman is, sorry, a 2 out of 10, but he was definitely key for the side of Onyx to win that team
1
fight.
out of 10.
When Carry went in for the ultimate, he was able to isolate Weiss. It was already looking good for Blacklist because Yue was able to pop the ultimate. Boots, however, was the difference maker. Going on to Yue, making sure that the friend was there, and then they get a kill. Then the Way of the Dragon, for some reason, was still saved to save Chewit.
Okay, Edward again with the second skill, but they're just going to go onto the turret. Edward trying to defend, but it is an easy siege for Onyx down below, pushing the goal lead even further.
Wait, let's just count it. San sure used his flicker, but the thing is, you force a lot of ults from Blacklist. Why sure now has his retribution, but we can see, man, what is the reaction speed of Sans? That was insane. And now, looking at the observer, he's trying to figure out. The lore has been started by Kyrie. Blacklist, you gotta contest. The question is, how? Because Kyrie on this Akai has been on point so far.
Very difficult now for Blacklist International. They still have good engage. They still have the Fairwind and as well as the Eve. For them to, again, win the team fights, you have to rely on winning the territorial battle. Fortunately for Weiss, he's level 11, but Kyrie will be level 12 soon. It'd be better for Weiss to wait for his levels to go up before they fight.
Okay, right now, Kyrie being a little bit low. Wise.
Backline, Keyboy.
Look at Keyboy!
Keyboy! With a play, a Way of the Dragon, a mystical one. Now zoning Wise away. Edward jumping to the back, but the call Alter saves him now. Boots finds a Petrify, and the flicker now wasted by Yue. Wise in the mid still, just buying time. Boots gonna fall to Uzi, praises Wrath, and a real world manipulation. Edward jumps back in, CW still alive. It's 1-for-1 gold for XP.
Okay, we gotta say that was an amazing play coming in from Keyboy, but it looks like Blacklist, they're not losing too much. They're going for Keyboy. They're looking very angry. Keyboy kicks Edward away.
They just survive. I think the fact that the ultimate coming up from Yue is on point once again for Blacklist. That's how they defended. And big props to Weiss, still regaining composure. They would have lost that fight without Owl, but everybody from Blacklist just fought against Onyx.
And Kai now is going to get the brunt of the damage.
Bolt.
Kyrie 1 HP, still jumped in. We wanted to go for a desperate play. It did not pay off. And Blacklist, calm, stone cold, and calculated, takes the Lord for free.
This time, it looks like Blacklist, you know what?
Dude,
we're not gonna play your game. You're gonna play our game.
Exactly.
Use whatever you want. We're gonna fight back.
Exactly. And what is Blacklist's game is the Lord Dance. They were the ones who invented that kind of gameplay where you poke an Edward. After knowing that there will be no called altar, there will be no way of the dragon, he saw the opportunity. Nobody is gonna lock him down. You went in for Kyrie. Didn't matter that Kyrie is a tank. Kyrie only had radiant armor as well as anti-cuirass, but not his teammates, and he was pummeled. Great pokes from Blacklist.
Look at Keyboy. Keyboy might be getting caught.
They're hunting Keyboy down. Now with the dash. Shampoo, real world manipulation also committed. Keyboy still able to survive.
Edward?
Dodging away.
No way,
Vengeance popped in by Edward.
No way,
Keyboy
Keyboy.
buys the time. Now they get to clear the Lord for free.
Shunpo's to dodge, then kick to get out. Keyboy is a different beast.
Dude.
He's not Keyboy. He's not Key Man. He's Key God at this point.
CW is moving. 10. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Look at Edward. Look at Edward. Look at Edward.
CW trying to run away. No Vengeance. He baited it in earlier. That might just be a mistake now. Venus already forced to flicker out. Now it's going to be the Render's Apathy. Doesn't connect onto anyone.
Okay. Calm down.
Yep.
I just got to say, Keyboy, I've seen this dude on live stream playing the show while eating. He was piloting the hero with his feet.
By the way.
What? Really? Are you serious?
Yeah. It's on TikTok.
It's on TikTok. Blacklist, every time they try to team fight and go for the poke, and after they got the Lord, naturally the minions will be pushing, right? And this is a play that Blacklist always does. Create chaos, let the minions naturally push, and even when they lose one hero to another, you'll be surprised. A lane is already pushed.
Okay. Kai now gonna be caught, knocked up. That's a retry as well. Wise using a lot right now, but the crossbow tank is going to be ready for CW now. Maybe a bit of an over-aggressive move from the side of Blacklist International. That's the way the Dragon. Oh, Keyboy finds Owl. Wise completely isolated on the heavy spin in the Black Dragon form. Keyboy is a mad lad for this one. Edward jumps back in with Vengeance, able to find one on the board. It's Kyrie who falls, but Boost jumps into the back line. Now with the Furious Dive to disengage, slows down. Astral Sphere from Venus to take him down. Another equal trade, 2 for 2.
Well done, this International. Wise tanked all that damage. And of course, holding on to the blade armor, there's a lot of physical defense already for Wise. Chewe was able to pop the ultimate, but that is only onto Wise. Wasn't able to transfer it. And after Owl was pinned down, Edward caught the slack. Still, you have to come in Keyboy, finding Owl. Or maybe it's the other way. Maybe Owl needs better positioning in these fights because so far, he hasn't contributed. 2 and 4. That's not good for a marksman.
I gotta say, man, Keyboy playing this show, I think is giving Blacklist some nightmares. Remembering 100%. Remembering them of Yaoi. So this is like Kiwi.
Kiwi?
Wait, no,
that's a 1 out of 10.
That's another 1 out of 10. You guys have just been smashing out ones here. But Onyx, they're the ones to push the pace this time in the 14th minute. They're trying their best to go for the Lord, but can they survive the poke, the range?
Okay, right now we're looking at Sans. Looks like he is going to be one on duty to make sure that Edward does not push her. Looks like Blacklist, they want to have a taste of the split push themselves. Kyrie is still here, has vision of Wise. Not sure where Oh My Venus is. Right now they probably see him. But look at Onyx. They're not trying to push things forward. They're just like, okay, let's maintain the wave and then we'll see what Blacklist does. Because I think they're all just waiting for the key man to get the key kick. 4 out of 10.
4 out of 10. Better.
Yeah, he can do better. And oh, look at this. Edward found out about this.
Oh, he's going to be brought back right now with the Vengeance as well. It doesn't matter. The crossbow tank is ready and CW has it now. Oh, CW! Welcome back, baiting out of elimination. Altar comes down, heavy spin disengage. They're very low HP, so Blacklist can turn this around, but Wise gonna be pinned down, and that might just be it. Sans picks up the kill. They find another, and it's the mechanical prowess of Onyx that's shining in game 3.
Dude, my face is in my hands right now. What happened just now? CW? It looked like he was gonna die to the Vengeance, but I kind of feel like Keyboy was saying, it's like, dude, don't worry.
Yeah,
you won't die.
This is definitely familiarity, you know? Because Edward...
Oh, Keyboy! Keyboy, get him out of here!
No way.
Keyboy! How does this man keep doing it?
Oh my goodness!
Oh, no, stop. Gotta put a leash on.
Dude, have some mercy. Relax, you're 2, 1, and 11. You're the roamer. Your gold laner has died more than you.
You're right.
Massive kicks from Keyboy. The kick boy from side of Onyx.
3 out of 10.
Unbelievable. But again, game of familiarity. Edward knows that there is going to be a play here, but Chewe was able to hold his ground, never even needing Sans' help up until this point. And then Kyrie was able to stun lock Wise. Why did I say that it's a game of familiarity? Edward knows that there will definitely be someone in that bush. But then again, Onyx laid that trap. They know that somebody from Blacklist will check that, and they have 3 members in there, which typically only has 1 or 2. 3 members, including the Gold Laner. The damage here means that kill is going to be confirmed.
Right now, the Lord is marching on mid. Keyboy is smelling. He's looking at the positioning. Sans is quite low. Wise goes in.
There you go. Sans is down. Lord was able to march down, getting a bit of turret damage there. But Sans actually saved his ultimate because he has his passive. He knows it's not too worth it to utilize that ult there.
Winter Trencher now picked up by Edward. This needs to be all over the place for Blacklist. Everybody has to have a Wind of Nature already up with Yue. And now next, surely, Oh My Venus.
Oh,
they need that! Whoa!
There you go,
okay.
there you go. Now Edward pushing the pace. That's heavy spin. The call! It was saved! It was saved for that! XP down. Still, though, it's going to be a trade. Keyboy's taken out as well. Now Kyrie's next on the chopping block. This Owl pushes the pace. Blacklist had found it. It found the key to unlock this door.
Yo! This game, you know what? We got highlights over highlights, the entire MSC highlight.
Oh my God.
Just get it here, man.
He saved it. He saved it for that.
Exactly. He saved Gila Sans. Saving Private Chewe this time. But what's really surprising is that Blacklist still managed to get 2 kills. And you have to really piggyback off of what Edward is doing. They have found Kyrie and Keyboy nonetheless. Owl and Oh My Venus, although if you look at Owl, that's 4 hits, still takes a lot of damage. Let's look at the replay on exactly what happened. Sans' timing was so good.
And he had nothing left.
Oh my God.
Edward, look at that. Beautiful.
What?
Beautifully done. But Keyboy was under the turret, unfortunately. Was a massive mistake on him. And then, of course, Wise, with that jump, is able to lock out Kyrie.
No. Keyboy didn't make a mistake. He heard that we said he died less than the marksman.
Okay, wait, let me fix
equalize. Now it's equalized. He knows.
But he's still down to that, so.
Yeah, I know, but you know, Coach will be having words, so it's like, you know what, kill.
Yeah. My God,
take a breather, man. Oh no, Keyboy's looking for it again. No way, right? Oh, flicker. Oh, okay. Venus flickers out of that one. All right. That's a big spell, though.
Yeah, now we gotta calm down because I kind of feel like big moments are gonna come soon. Wise and Kyrie looking at the timing. Sans taking quite a lot of damage. Looking at Blacklist, they dealt a lot of damage onto CW. They're doing a lot of damage onto Sans. Onyx, if they throw, if at any point they make a mistake, it could be Blacklist trying to get the kill, because I gotta say, Owl in this game so far has been the focus.
Yep.
Owl, Hood cannot do anything. Keeps on getting caught. Speaking of which, Kyrie tries to pin down Wise, but as the wise man once said, I can't get caught.
Yes, he certainly can. Kyrie now is the one who's getting caught with the taunt, bringing him back under the real world manipulation. No heavy spin to play with this. Call Alter, placed down. Did he want to go for the trade still? Now Wise going to be able to find the taunt right now, but the Raider Dragon locks him down. Who gets it? It's Yue. No, it's not. It's Edward who finds it. Now on the back line of Vengeance as well. GW with nature. Now Boo's also going to fall. Blacklist. How?
Dude.
Out of nowhere, winning it around, turning it in all is Yue.
I called it, man. The damage from Blacklist is strong. They just need to throw one time, and that might be the only time they've been giving it.
You got to take those Sans. This is Ghostbursters, and this is mid lane Paramis. Packs up a punch. You have to be careful, but a 2-my connection on the ultimate.
Let's see, CW has cracked a few. Now going to be sniped down by the spear. Yue has the Art of Jam. Pops it right now as Edward jumping to the back line, and CW's down. Blacklist haven't done it yet. Minion waves coming crashing down. No way to defend. This is not going to a clean sweep. This is going for more.
I'm gonna call it. Gideon Q said it. Third game, incredibly important for both teams. Look at the face of Blacklist now. I'm pretty sure they're relieved, but at the same time, they're like, guys, it's not over. It's just one win. But what an important one win.
Yue was critical and was instrumental to the win of that team fight. In that third fight, you saw that Kyrie already expended the ultimate. A massive
Edward's
mistake.
smiling? Edward's smiling.
A massive
he has
mistake for
emotions?
Onyx. Then, of course, Yue popping the ultimate, locking down the entirety of Onyx, securing the Lord as well. Then Edward comes into the fray. Edward and Yue were so important in that win for Blacklist International.
You know what? That was an amazing game. I'm going to call Gideon and Turner coming in quick because I want to hear your opinions immediately.
Tell you, what did I tell you? Let Edward find it. He is a heat-seeking missile. All you got to do is set it up for the man.
I'm sorry.
Oh! That's right!
I'm sorry. That's all I can say.
Dude, that's
The
right!
curse is too quick.
No, that's intense curse.
Wow. I told you, this is the cursed table. This is the cursed cast already, and you dare dabble in it?
I mean, there's a reason why previously in the Taos prediction, my name wasn't there.
Yo,
The production knows.
Mirko, throughout this MSC, we've been chewing a lot. All of our curse is rubbing off of her.
I'm not gonna say anything, you know?
A lot of things you could have taken from us, that's the one you chose.
Because I know. It's crazy, right? Because honestly, I was talking to Gideon as well backstage, right? We were talking about the drafts coming in from both Onyx as well as Blacklist, and I had to say that I really liked Onyx draft better. I felt like they had they had a lot of answers, solutions to the strategies that Blacklist brought. But this, exactly, and we thought that this was the weakest link, right? We mentioned it, the last pick, either Yves or Farsa would be the weakest link, and yet it gets the MVP of this match. It's gonna go to Yue, and it makes sense. There were so many times when Onyx tried to go for an engage, that real-world manipulation just really hindered everything, blocked all the movements, and the aggression from Onyx.
Yue was finding value where technically he shouldn't be finding value, right? Because half the time you want to maximize the real-world manipulation by maximizing the amount of charges you have and getting them all out on the field. The more you're able to pump out damage, the more you're going to be on the top of the charts. But in this case, Yue thinks of it
Oh no, not the wheels on wise.
The drive-by's coming, you know it.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it again.
Oh, Vanny.
Fanny.
What?
The flyby.
Wow.
Nani?
Again, it's the drive-by.
You go drive-by, I'll do you one better. I'll fly by.
Nani is the Fanny!
That is
Five
Japanese.
out of 10.
Four.
Nani is the Fanny.
Boys,
You had to repeat it, so that's a 4.
Oh, damn, I should have stayed quiet then.
You got a good point
Yeah.
there. But we got to pull this back because, again, the only real difference is the fact that Eterno was like, yes, Blacklist is going to take this away. And now we're seeing a very different dynamic in the draft. We were expecting something different, but not this direction.
I want to make sure that utilizing the backshot means that you have good early games. And we saw that in their series against Farflex Impunity, they have a certain rotation where they will forego the first turtle, but they will take all of the jungle creeps. It will be much faster when it comes to taking those jungles, more EXP, more gold. Come Turtle 2, you're a level ahead of your jungle competition. So it's a set play coming in from Blacklist.
Okay, now I gotta ask the question, right? Usually going up against the Fanny, you need a lot of peel because I'm no 1-1, I'm no Novaria, but if I'm in their situation, I'm feeling very paranoid. I'm feeling like a Titan right now. I'm gonna put my hand, around my neck. But again, Oh My Venus is the type of player that likes to heal. In this kind of game, the Minotaur has been banned, the Arlet has been banned. What kind of protection can they have? Because you can't just rely solely on the Boxia.
I'm feeling like you're either hinting at one of two heroes, either Rafaeli to give that movement speed and that form of peel with that healing that we all like, or the Florin, which we haven't seen at all throughout the tournament, both of which will be debut picks if they get locked down here. However, in terms of bans, I'm thinking Blacklist is getting rid of that chill. Thoughts?
I don't really think so, honestly. In my opinion, the 1-1's already very self-sustainable. No chill necessary for the ban. They go for the quad right here. That's an interesting one, right? Going for the quad ban.
No, honestly, too many people to take care of, you know?
Yeah,
I guess
one's
so.
flying, one's playing with the monkey. It's kind of not fun to play against.
So you go Leslie, perhaps, but that might be too slow for
Leslie,
tempo.
you're right, actually. They have the last pick, so they can just utilize this for now, right? They can go for a roamer first. And Lolita is a solid choice, something that I was thinking of against the 1-1. What can you counter? What can counter the 1-1? The only roamer that I can think of right now is the Lolita, that bulwark.
They blocked all the projectiles, especially with the crossbow. It tangs up, could protect, especially if you have to sacrifice somebody, at least you don't have to sacrifice every single person in those situations. Now, pulling it back to Blacklist International, they have to complete their comp, and they still are missing a few pieces of the puzzle.
XP lane as well as potentially roam or mid lane. You're looking for a little bit of lockdown as well as sustain. I wouldn't mind something like an Esmeralda actually, but you had played Kagura before. And I think that in a game where there's an assassin, maybe something of burst potential will be good. Like a Kagura, for example. Spin.
H0.
Okay.
H0. And the Kagura called by Ulf.
Again, here's the thing. My worry still stands.
Harith?
We've seen how Fanny plays. I'm not feeling too good for Blacklist. They got to play out of their minds here.
Recalling Gilak Sands.
Oh my god.
This man has broken a new record with a 3,211 recalls in his career. I don't know how they got that number, but Sands is overtaking for Alter Ego. Leo Murphy.
The Tas God has been overtaken. Wow.
This should not be allowed. Leo Murphy needs to bounce back.
Shout out to Leo Murphy.
Leo Murphy, you kind of got to come back, man.
Is this potentially a Harith last pick for Onyx?
Dude, at this point, I kind of don't care. Look at the recalls, man.
Matrix. Yeah.
Standard, pretty standard overall. I'm still shocked. I agree with LaFell. I'm already still shocked about the recall stats. Where do they have that in the API? I don't know where they found the data.
At this point, I don't even care if it's factually correct.
Yep, it's fun.
As long as you enjoy it.
You know what? Joy.
Joy's not playing in this.
But again, we're
this game, it got banned.
It doesn't matter as long as I'm having fun.
Okay, as long as
you're
we're
the one
having
that matters.
I mean, we hope you guys in the audience are having fun as well, right? We're coming into game number 4. Things are getting a lot more interesting in terms of the drafts, right? Picking up a Fanny, its win rate is questionable, right?
Not for Kyrie.
Yeah, I get that. And that's what worries me. That's exactly the point that I was going to come to. No one from the side of Blacklist can particularly lock this Fanny down except the Beatrix, but I want to know how this is going to go down. LaFell.
We're going into the game. We got to see Kyrie on his Fanny. Can he be stopped? And if he can, I'm looking at it as already, and we're already starting out very early on the sand. A lot of fights going on right now, Mirko.
Wow, wait. Did Blacklist actually lose out on this trade 2v3? They're going to go for the wave instantly now. And it should just be a good clear in. Keyboy, though, with a big smack. Bonk.
Whew, okay. So they wanted to clear out the mid lane so fast so that they can participate into the top lane, perhaps, which is weird because it means that they really want to make sure that Edward has a good game. So he's going to come down to the bottom lane to have more gold as well as more experience. Going to clear out that fast because he's a Benedetta, and then he's going to be rotating around. I think that the shift now for Blacklist is let Owl solo fend for himself. It's going to be Edward's game once again.
Looking at this, I kind of feel like their idea is just to make sure that UA moves around faster on the map, because the thing about the Kagura is the clear speed isn't the fastest, but the Novaria is there. Novaria helps out a lot. So looking at for both of these, I kind of feel like Blacklist, they might be actually looking at both UA and Edward to have a snowbally lane, and then eventually win out the fights around the turtle, and then have a better positioning around the map so that they can eventually handle the buff spawning on the Fanny's purple side.
We've seen Blacklist deal with a Fanny so many times before. I think in PH it's notorious. The buff freeze may happen here. They have good mid control, and that is the proper setup for it.
Now, Kyrie is here up top. Oh My Venus just counting everyone out. For now, Kyrie forced the flicker off of Oh My Venus, and that's the scary thing about a Fanny.
Yep.
The moment you see her, you just gotta be like, nope, I'm out.
Either flicker or die.
Okay. The focus here is how much can Wise, elevate when it comes to the jungling over Kyrie. And I think what they did was to kind of guard their purple buff. Wow, it's quick.
Beautiful turtle execute there for Blacklist International, using also the final blow, utilizing it, understanding that Fanny has no purple.
Yeah, so here's what they did. They went first for the orange buff, so Wise cleared that, then the purple buff. So during the reset, when Kyrie wanted to check for that purple buff, not only will he not see any buff from that for the trade of the turtle, but also Oh My Venus is also there. Even after the flicker, they have accomplished their job. Deny Kyrie's trade of a turtle for a purple.
Something that's kind of obvious but we have to talk about is the fact that Wise is on that jungle emblem and Kyrie is on that assassin emblem. So no matter what, Wise will clear the jungle much faster. So faster rotation coming in from Blacklist, while Kyrie, he kind of just wants to farm up, maybe even get level 6 or just one item and then try to get a kill on the side lanes. But so far, Blacklist, they kind of been making sure that they see the rotations coming in from Onyx so that all of the side laners, they're kind of well prepared for any potential kind of gank.
And Onyx are understanding this. You can already see the adjustment they are making as well. Up top, freezing up the wave just to make Owl sweat for a minion. Now, thing is, I don't think they can keep at it here because Kyrie is a level below already. In these neutral objective takes, if Wise gets this level lead, it's going to be absolutely disastrous for Onyx.
You can see that it went long, right? And this is not beneficial for Onyx. They have to push the tempo all the time. Eventually, this Novaria, as the roll will... Okay.
That's the cable. Owl forced away. Edward trying to catch him right there. Now with the eye for an eye, escaping. The CW gets chunked.
Oh, I was just about to say that they need to push the tempo up because Blacklist in a farming, in a farming battle, they will definitely trap Onyx. But then again, Kyrie, he knows what he needs to do.
Right now, I kind of want to look at the itemization. UA tried to freeze the gold lane there to make sure that Owl doesn't lose a lot. Again, Owl is already there in the lane. Kind of doesn't matter now. Kyrie not feeling safe in his own jungle.
Oh, Petrify as well. Now Boost jumps in. It's going to be Kyrie who doesn't get it actually now. Now Blast charge in the back. Now Flicker as well. And we're going to be stunned up. It's definitely plays this Blast Flicker combo. Kyrie recalling back. Taunt coming in from Boost. That should be another kill. And it's Onyx who picks up 2 over. Barely gets out almost. Oh, Kyrie got it. He got the purple.
Gila Kyrie.
Gila Kyrie.
And not only that, they secure the turtle. This is going to be a big swing when it comes to the economy for sure. He still has the retribution, but he will not be invading onto Blacklist International.
Calvin Winata. Calvin Winata. Calvin Winata. Calvin Winata.
Dude. Did we say too much nice things about you? Because I don't know, man. That looked like a major mistake. The burst was not there.
That is a costly mistake. Not only...
Kyrie finds Owl. Now with the cables, just baiting out the shield unity. Wise, stunning Keyboy up. Bulwark still up for grabs now. Can utilize it, but he's waiting for the crossbow attack. And now Blast charged up. That's the crossbow attack. No Bulwark.
Right now, looking at the formations of the EXP layer, not wanting to fight against each other. Kyrie went in, but Wise still able to secure the goal from the gold crab. The movements coming in from Blacklist. Edward is just trying to move all around the map, making sure that the team is always ready. CW now has the Blade of Despair. Suns gets the ult from the Novaria. Let's look at the itemization here.
Fanny, this is weird though. Kyrie doesn't have a full item yet.
Wait, Yue. Just as he gets off the... He ulted on where the umbrella was. He predicted it. Edward now with Petrify on the 3 members. Kyrie still going for the buff. It's going to Black gets charged down. Why is going to be stunned up? Kyrie still wins it somehow. Onyx are winning in this game 5-1. Edward, eye for an eye. Beautiful. CW. Oh, if he got that one, I don't know what to say.
Guys,
my God.
Yesterday in the interview, Kyrie was just like, I can just dash, but I can't retreat. That's not the case for today. Owl almost got taken down. I gotta say, man, Owl, he has 180-degree vision, man.
For sure.
Calvin went out. He Nibiru passion onto the umbrella.
The cone, the right side of the cone onto the left side of the cone. Enough coverage for the dash coming up from Yue.
He saw the future.
He saw the future. Can't spell Winata without win.
Whoa, that's good.
Really good.
7 out of 10.
Yeah. Thank you.
Now Kyrie almost losing that one. Wise finds Keyboy. Wise taking a bunch of damage now. CW, Sands, Boots is there. They're starting up the turtle. Blacklist already gonna contest. Wise looks like he wants to drive by, but I don't think he can get it.
Not this time. Shield Unity was there. Now, they're gonna go for the stun for the lock as well, but it's Rage. And Blast connecting other 2 members right now. That's gonna be the cables coming down as well. Edward with the eye for an eye, escaping for now with the final blow defensively as well. Blacklist managed to get out. It's still a game they can possibly try to come back.
Well, great job coming out from Keyboy, by the way. Wise wanted to go for another drive-by. He was successful in, that was yesterday actually, but Keyboy blocked the Unity. The shield Unity. He was able to stop Wiser's tracks and then lands a two-man ultimate. Fortunately for Blacklist, they did not die afterwards, but my Onyx is now on the driver's seat.
Right now, I'm asking Wolf, UA on this Kagura, what is he really looking for? But before that, hold on, Onyx. Are they going to go for it?
Wait, Sans just took the Yin Yang overturn and he
By
just
mistake.
pops it. By mistake, okay.
Yeah, you know, misclick, it happens, and Kyrie.
Still able to escape. Good cables out.
Now, for my question, while not a lot is going on, as I said that, it looks like both teams, they're looking for a fight. What is the idea behind Kagura here?
You want to burst down the Assassins for sure. Surely you can take out the gold laner as well because you can one-shot that. But then again, your task now for UA is to make it so that Kyrie will not be comfortable.
Oh, Kyrie with the cables now jumping all the way in.
Nice.
Shield Unity locks him down, but Kyrie has bought enough time for CW to pick up the turret in the mid lane. Tier 1 going down.
I gotta say, man, Kyrie looking like a landslot there, just dashing around, grabbing everyone's attention, and then letting his own team free hit the turret. Blacklist, I don't know, man. Looking at the situation, even I can't get in their heads. I don't know what they're thinking about. Wolf, help me out. What do you think they're trying to figure out here?
Oh, the first time though, I can say that in the first few minutes of the game, Blacklist will rely on both the Baksha as well as the Benedetta to kind of control the jungle of Onyx, but they weren't able to do so. They tried twice, they lost twice, and now you're in a position where, what do you do now? Maybe the answer for Blacklist is just to win the map now. Wait for level 15 on both Wise as well as Kyrie, and then try to Lord fight afterwards.
Well, the Lord is here. Boots starting it up. Wise already showing his face. Oh My Venus is there as well to provide some vision. Edward is moving down. Sands as well as Boots kind of creating a line, making sure that Wise doesn't overstep his welcome. I don't know. Looking at the situation, who's going to start the fight? It looks like Boots moves in, not able to catch anyone. I'm also trying to look, where's Keyboy? Keyboy is trying to find a bush that no one will check, and eventually goes in. Speaking of, where's Kyrie?
Wow, a big burst onto UA, forcing him back. One member down, but Kyrie is also going to recall now with the Shield Unity onto Keyboy. That's the best range to disengage. Them on blast free. Wise going to be chain CC'd. Owl still able to find the crossbow tank right now. Is actually petrified to the back line. Keyboy still able to survive right now. Boots flickering forward. Now with the Praise's Wrath. Venus 1 HP. Crossbow tank ready. Now popped in, but the Guardian's Bulwark saves him. Now it's Venus who gets targeted down as Kyrie picks up the cutthroat from downtown.
Well played coming out from Onyx. Taking out Wise, Keyboy landing the stun, Numinum Blast connecting, and Owl was far too late. Does have the damage, but the fact of the matter remains, the Bulwark really defended well against Blacklist International's Owl.
Kyrie, this should be a free red tree, but Edward has to say something about it. CW finds it now, eye for an eye, used by the cutthroat. My goodness gracious.
Wait, wow. Edward, do you have a defensive item, man? Because, dude, that damage coming in from Kyrie, that was way too much. Onyx now with almost a 5,000 goal lead, and the game is paused. Even they're like, yo, we got to take a breather here.
Yeah, for sure. I really like the response coming up from Onyx. When Owl was there, finds two people with 2 stacks. Immediately Onyx, they flickered out of there. Dashed out with the Valentina as well as, I believe it was probably Sands who went out of there. Then when the ultimate was already up, the Bulwark was there for him, and Kyrie was able to just find Oh My Venus into the backlines. Massive outplays that you saw coming out from Onyx.
Right now, honestly, we see one finger, so it won't be that long. So I'm going to call for emergency help here. How does this look like, Gideon? Is it really Onyx's favorite fight?
Well, right now, I would say very similar to our tech issue. I think it's a type 1. It's very, very minute. Half the time, it's just the timings of the abilities and executions coming out from Blacklist International that are just not connecting. For an example, the Astral Spheres that hitting the Guardian's Bulwark, even though technically I would make the assumption at the same time that yes, I don't have vision, but I know for a fact that it should be coming out of duration. I like the fact that they're targeting, making sure that Keyboy feels a little uncomfortable, right? Because these Numenon Blasts are the one thing that really turns these fights.
Yep. I just got to double confirm, Eterna, just now you're like, yo, Blacklist, you're looking very strong. Is that correct? I just want to double confirm.
Oh, guys, look, it seems like there's going to be a redeem code for all of
Well
you viewers.
done.
We want to show our
10 out of
appreciation
10.
to you. Don't forget to redeem that as soon as possible because, like I mentioned, LaFell likes to get his hands on it, and he's very, very quick. Get it before he does.
Thank you for that.
10 out of 10. We're going into the game. Thank you very much to our panelists. Now we're jumping back in. So far, I'm also going to look at the KDA, man. CW and Boots, Suns, and Kyrie have not died yet.
Yeah. And this is a problem because we were talking about the fact that the 1-1 might have a good time this game, except for the fact that there's the Lolita. But overall, not dying on Kyrie, that's going to be very bad.
Wait, where's the Dreadnought armor? You're going up against a Fanny as well as a Fredrin. I kind of feel like having that would be kind of cool,
Yeah,
you know?
they're only relying on dominant size on Edward. And by the way, Kyrie went in for the red retribution, which means that he steals damage. That's why he was able to almost one-shot the Edward, or at least deal, 30% damage onto Edward's HP with just one cutthroat.
Yeah, with that kind of retribution, you're looking at your opponent, it's like, hey, you got a lot of damage. Can I have some?
Oh.
Yes.
And he got some.
He did. He just practically stole it. I don't think Edward wants to give it to him, so no consent in that one, Kyrie. But Onyx are pushing forward now with the enhanced... No, the normal Lord. First Lord of the game. New Vision, Keyboy now with a flicker. No, he sold. Oh, Wise gets brought back, but it's Haunt. CW picks up the kill now. His possible tank is ready. Boots should fall here, but the Goddess Bulwark saves it for a big guy in the back. Finds a pick. Phoenix will fall. Owl pumps him with nature. Kyrie still able to escape right now. CW in the back is still alive. Edward uses the final blow to clear out the Lord. I thought for a second Onyx would have been able to end again in the 12th minute.
I gotta say, man, Onyx, I don't know what kind of watch they're wearing, but it really feels like Onyx time. They want to push it fast.
Ooh.
Oh, what they did was to utilize...
Oh! What? He predicted the dash. My man, my boy CW. What the heck?
My daddy!
What are you doing, CW?
Okay.
Yes,
Calm down, calm down.
Gee. I mean, okay, well, try to break it down.
Oh, okay. So there's something smart that Onyx did in the previous fight. You can see it through the replay. They utilized Keyboy's ultimate not for a connection, but more of a peel, or actually to start the fight, just for the slow. And it was, you see Blacklist, they're waiting for the flicker from Keyboy. They wanted to punish afterwards. But the awkward spot was nobody went in. And then Kyrie found the opening. Wise died already, almost taking out more. And Keyboy is just so crafty with utilizing the Dominion Blast.
I would like to take this opportunity to apologize. I looked at his IGN, it was CW. I thought it was DD, so I was like,
oh man. Yeah, I mean, it happens. It happens sometimes. Reading is very hard.
You know what? I'm dyslexic, maybe. I don't know.
Are you actually dyslexic?
I'm just colorblind for all I know. But either ways, right now, Blacklist, they got another kill, which is pretty good. Oh, my Venus stole it.
Okay.
You know what, Kyrie? You steal my damage, I steal your goal. I think that's a fair trade.
Yeah, no consent. Plenty of trades.
Nothing in this world is free.
Nothing in this world is free.
No, the Lord is free. Just as you say, nothing is free. Lord is free. Don't speak. Don't speak.
Yep. This is a different kind of curse, man.
Yep.
It's the caster curse. CC.
CC. Either ways, speaking of CC, CW right now has been hitting those shots. It's kind of difficult for Blacklist because no matter where you go, you're between a hard rock and a harder place where there's no really good place for you to go because either you're going for Kyrie or CW, like there's no escape. You're,
Ooh, what? Oh, what? Another on-point shot.
Get hit by the bullets or the sword.
Yeah.
Make your choice.
Make your choice. Both are going to be popped onto Wise right now, but the wave management is actually not going to be on point for now for Blacklist, for Onyx. Blacklist International able to micromanage right now. Not Blast gets charged in, but it's going to be a good cancel from UM. Hi. Wait, he found Wise. I didn't even see that. What? Petri now being used. Edward, no Petri. Keyboy looking for the stun right now. Owl. Oh, again, CW. With nature popped in, but Sans, he takes him down. The one doesn't do anything to the magic damage. Onyx, one cannon minion. Edward trying to clear it up. Onyx can play with the time. 20 seconds on the board as Kyrie jumps back and forth. Will he recall the question? He will go to the jungle. CW sieging the base down. 15 minutes in. They want to look for the end as the mid-wave crashes down as well. Edward, no way! CW, what? Now he guns down. Now blast in the base. Hold up. It's match point for Onyx.
Cloud9 trying to get a kill in their own home. That sounds amazing. I see you, but look at this game. Match point for Onyx. Dude.
The way that they have found Owl, even when there's a lot of wind of nature out of outplays, Suns as well as Boots had Flicker. And they took full advantage of it. They found a clear path to Owl, revealing himself quite deep into the territory, the box of Onyx. Flicker, Valentina, you know that they can one-shot marksman with that kind of play. Then Boots followed up, making sure that there's no waking up from Owl. No defense, no damage, and even Weiss, with just Dreadnought armor as well as Blade armor, cannot fend for himself against the damage output of Onyx.
I only have two things to say. First of all, with double Turner. Second, Gideon, now it's match point. Is he going to be a 4-1?
I don't know. This is it's really tough to say because the momentum was already on the side of Onyx. I thought their draft was already looking good, and the fact that UA decided to go in Kagura, the technicality-wise, yes, you do have an inbuilt Purify to get out of these Numenon Blasts, and yes, you can technically cancel the Numenon Blast, but you saw that performance. There is a certain level of polish that was missing coming out from this Kagura. I was hoping for a lot more, but we didn't get to see it, and that early game punish really set him behind.
And to be fair, it's difficult to execute, right?
Not
Kagura
easy.
is short range. Sure, she has that inner kit with the cancel and so on and so forth, and she also has the ability to open up the map, but we gotta highlight, there's no one else.
Maybe Martis or Akai, because it still is good. When you pick up the 1-1, you have to make sure that the 1-1 is the star of the show. Much like you do with Fanny or Ling, for example. You kind of have to focus on just one hero that you really just stack up all of your farm. In this case, it's the 1-1, surely. So maybe you go for a utility jungler now for Onyx. Like I said, Bane perhaps? Bane and the swimming pool, right? Mm-hmm.
We saw the difficulty of Kyrie.
Lancelot.
There you go,
Okay.
right? Because I was about to mention, we saw the difficulty of Kyrie on the Akai when faced with the real-world manipulation, and seeing as though Blacklist has already picked up the Valentina, I think it would be a little bit too tricky for them to go that route again. So I like this. Lancelot pickup now.
You're left with Claude, right, for Blacklist? Because it's decent versus Eve. It's good versus Eve and Glue. So maybe that's your only choice. But at the same time, you need kind of a lockdown from the XP lane. So do you just go back to a Lapu-Lapu? In match point for your opponents, you go back to what works. Edward has been so good with the Lapu-Lapu.
So Beatrix Lapu?
Lapu comes up.
Melissa, possibly?
Melissa's going to be really tough to play up against a Glue and a Lancelot, even a Wanwan. So Claude is the best option to go for. The Beatrix, I think they've had so many bad games on Beatrix, it's a bit too tilting to go for it last game per, again, possible last game.
Let's go Saber Roam. I'm just gonna say it. I'm sorry. Saber Roam is a one-shot against the Claude. You're standing up.
You know
last
what?
game, you're winning. You're up 3-1. Go Saber Roam, right?
I mean, safe.
Go Arlet Roam.
You know,
that's
Kiboy
good.
has so many heroes. We've even seen him on Nata, Selena. There's so many that he can choose from. Cho, Kupra, if he wants. Okay, Minotaur. There you go.
Less exciting, but looking at the draft, is it premature for me to say? I think we're looking at a champion of MSC here.
Oh, wow.
I think I would go with the call. As the neutrals on the desk, I think I can agree with this. Coach Yeb, you've done a phenomenal job here.
Minotaur might be boring, but it's fundamentally good. Why? Because of the knockups. It will cancel the Claude ultimate. It will make it so that the Valentina as well as the Fredrin will not have a good time.
And it will lock people down for the 1-1.
That's right.
Can we also shout out Adi, man?
Yeah, for sure.
He hasn't been shouted out. Feels bad.
The Achil out. His name was Achil out because it was Aku Cuman Lokal. Now it's Adi, Aku Demi International. That means he is here for the internationals.
That's funny.
You're funny. But either ways, yes, shout out to Adi as well. Right now, looks like the coaches are looking like, how do they exit the stage? They're looking left and right.
They're confused. They're a bit confused. How do I escape?
Well, like I said,
Welcome.
it's a game pause. I felt it. The fact that they didn't leave, I'm like, okay, something's going on.
No, this is good.
You're good.
No, this is good because now we have a little bit more time because that felt a little bit rushed, right? With this being the possible last game of the season, I want us to analyze our minds. Okay,
Wait,
I'm not gonna say
actually,
it,
look at
but
Boots.
analyze
What's going
it.
on, Boots?
Yeah, something's not right here.
Boots lifted his hand saying, I didn't touch anything. Right?
Uh-oh.
So I think what's going on is they wanted something else. Perhaps
A Saber Roam.
Oh,
I
do you think it
swear
was
to
like
God,
a mispick?
maybe. Like I said in China,
But
pro players do it.
But Minotaur was good,
Yeah, it was
according
good.
to Mr. Wolf.
Yeah,
He's
Minotaur's
just being
good.
nice.
Yeah. Minotaur is actually really good because it's the knockup deals with the Blazing Duet, cancels it out. You get so much rage because of the Blazing Duet anyways. So it's a fundamentally good hero here. But
Oh, wait. There's a mistake here. The Minotaur brought a rival. So there's another a spell bug. Because it's not just the Minotaur, it's the glue too.
All right.
The glue and Minotaur got a rival.
Yep.
As they
Yeah, that's
enter
4
the
fingers.
game. We
More
will
fingers.
see a game remake, I believe.
Yeah, redraft, I feel.
Yep, that's going to be a
Wow.
Type 4 category issue that they go and fix it up. I mean, at the end of the day, I think both teams can understand the situation that they're in. Should be fixed up relatively shortly. We've got a timer, so this gives us a little bit more to kind of talk about this so they can kind of get the entire setup done and fix whatever is necessary. Thank you once again to our marshals quickly coming into response before anything happens. Imagine going 3 minutes into this game not realizing any of this has happened, or even the professional players forced to kind of play it out.
That wouldn't be comfortable.
That would be very awkward.
yeah,
A rival glue and Minnow?
I think it was
New meta.
a rival.
I
I
mean-
haven't seen a very long time.
But then a split, right? You gotta find some way to
Yeah,
get to the
for
side
sure.
lanes.
Yep.
We got 4 minutes here. Anyone wants to open up a conversation?
Saber Roam? What?
Nah, I'm sad.
Just kidding.
Miracle put the shiv away. I don't know how you brought it up on stage, but you can't be using that against the man.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Anything?
you wanna
get
open the
inside.
conversation?
Okay, this
Okay.
is the conversation.
Okay.
Surely, we predicted that the Lapu-Lapu and the Call will be there. Fundamentally okay for Blacklist International. It's also one of their most picked heroes for Owl, and of course, Edward is a beast with this hero. Then again, if you think about it, it seems like Onyx wanted them to pick up this hero.
Absolutely.
The way that they drafted it. So I'm still very scared for Blacklist International. It will really depend on how they execute this time. And it's going to be another skills issue kind of game.
Here's the thing, right? Blacklist International, they like to play a little bit more reserved and especially very, very disciplined. But I think this is going to force the evolution of Blacklist International. And especially for someone like Edward, he is going to need to catch some really big ticket items. Like how we saw when Echo versus Blacklist International during M4, we saw that these outplays make the difference. It feels nearly impossible and sometimes even a 5% chance. But when you pull it off, it swings into your favor so fast.
Right now, Mirko. It's a good thing I dropped down my mic in
yeah,
time.
actually.
Okay,
Good save.
dude. When you were talking to Oh Man Jeezy,
Oh my Jeezy, Genus.
yeah, oh my genus. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind. You know. You guys were talking about how 5 times Blacklist has entered international. They've only won once. It looks like, I don't know. Again, just looking at the draft, right? Maybe it's just gonna stay that way.
Maybe it is.
So
right?
Onyx not choking.
Onyx are not joking.
It's over to Blacklist. Maybe. We don't know. I'm just creating conversation here.
Sorry, I wasn't listening to LaFell.
Is my mic working? Hello, test, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay, now I hear you.
All right. It's selective listening.
Selective.
She's like, yeah.
The
this
crowd
kid-
agrees.
What?
Do you think LaFell's funny?
There you go.
Do you think LaFell's funny?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks. I appreciate that.
She's so nice.
You know what? You guys can cast now. I can go home. I'm so happy. I don't even need to pay today.
Oh really? I'll take it.
No. You know, let's bring it back up. Let's bring it back up. So, Eterna still wants to see more games, but the reason why I'm saying this, right? Novaria and Valentina combo has been done quite a few times this series.
It's the flavor.
Not looking that good, especially because they don't have a lot of engagement. In fact, if I may, I kind of feel like Oh My Venus has more wins on the Minotaur than the Novaria.
Wait, can I just talk about that real quick? Because you were centering focus on the Novaria and the Valentina.
Yep.
But I want to shift that to Novaria and whoever is in the gold lane, right? Because the last time Blacklist was able to utilize the combo between the Beatrix, I felt like it synergized better than Novaria and Wanwan. That's my point.
Oh,
Novaria Claude.
I think, I think I get what you're...
You do?
Yeah, for sure. Because if you go for
It's
the
a nerd.
big-
It's a nerd synergy,
Yeah,
bro.
nerd synergy. I love it. The thing with
she said she's a nerd.
the thing with Claude is that it doesn't really take good advantage of the kit that you get from Novaria as well as the Valentina. Surely you have AoE damage, but it's not like the Beatrix where you have extra hitbox, extra vision that you want. No matter what
you're
happens,
slowing the enemy.
for sure. But it's with the Claude, you with the Novaria. I mean, you want to stay really. You want to keep the distance. That's what I'm trying to say. And this time it's the Claude running into the Eve. Surely that's always have been an answer.
Yeah.
But with the presence of the Minotaur in this game, that's going to be shut down for sure.
I just gotta ask. Even you said the Claude is an owl kind of hero.
It is.
Like, what can we expect from him? Is he gonna play safe, or he's one of those Claudes where I have one item, I have two items, I don't care about my KD, I'm gonna go in.
Or maybe the opposite, right? Stay in lane until the game ends.
Stay in lane until a neutral objective comes up. That is definitely the Owl playstyle. So with the tempo of Onyx, they have disrupted that. So actually, Owl was not very comfortable in this particular series all throughout the 4 games that we've seen because Onyx disrupts that. They stop Owl from farming, and whenever he wants to get into the fight, you're gonna notice he's always late to the Lord team fights because Onyx disrupts it.
Actually, that'd be pretty cute, right? Seeing an owl farm.
I don't know where his head is at right now. The man is thinking about games of long and pass. I don't know, bro.
Dude,
bro.
I mean, imagine like an owl, like a round body.
Yeah, but Diggy is literally an owl.
Yeah, but wearing a farmer hat.
But Owl isn't an owl, so he's talking about the player Owl on stage right now. Who isn't an owl
he's
per
not.
se, but he
No,
is
he's
going.
not.
Dude, thanks, man.
Okay.
He's not.
You're amazing.
Got you.
You're amazing.
Okay.
Saved.
Get nerded.
But speaking of which, I think there's going to be 2 very pivotal moments for Blacklist International fighting around specifically neutral objectives, right? Let's set the scenario and set the parameters. In the first parameter, neutral, doesn't matter whether it's Turtle or Lord. Most likely it's going to be Lord when they have enough damage to do so. I'm expecting something along the lines of Lapu canceling out the Minotaur while also catching maybe either of the marksmen. I'm guessing it's the mid laner more likely, while Claw comes in with the Blazing Duet after they get the information from the Novaria, right? That's like the most ideal, perfect, stars-aligned moment for Blacklist International if it happens. And it's not easy to pull off, and by no means should it be the ultimate win condition overall, but I think that's the only way that they get an out in this game.
Which kind of, what you just said is, ideal, but so difficult. I mean, Edward, he's an able, he can do it. He is an able guy to do it.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a weird
sentence.
That's a weird way to phrase it.
Has the ability.
Yeah, you know what?
Wait.
Congrats.
I'm sorry to disrupt this conversation, right? But if this goes to a redraft, are they still going in with the same heroes?
Same exactly.
Oh, okay.
Just changing the
No,
spell.
I'm making sure,
Yeah,
right? So the audience also know.
No, you know what? I
I'm
appreciate
speaking
that.
on behalf of the audience. So, no, continue.
Yeah, but there's so much weight that you put onto Edward. Sanford, we saw them play the Lapu-Lapu against Onyx as well, and he played so good. But this time, Edward, there's so much responsibility for the guy. I wonder if he can be able to constantly do it for the next 15 minutes of his life.
Hey, yo, I mean, if Sanford, he's already coming in, what, 17, 18 at this point? He is a kid. I'm sure Edward, slightly older, if not the same age at this point, because they basically look like the same, probably able to make it work too.
I agree. I think Edward can pull his weight. I think the problem for a lot of the times that Blacklist lose isn't because of Edward. Edward gets the right picks. If he does get those right picks, he's able to carry. He's able to pull more than his weight. But how the team follows through with his plays, that's been the thing. That's been the problems for Blacklist International.
Oh, Keyboy having a reaction that he's like, ugh. Yeah, and he's putting down his phone again, so...
He got petrified.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, nah, nah.
These are sound effects.
So it looks like, it's for the benefit of the audience. Maybe not everyone's looking at a screen at the point where Keyboy was reacting to the camera. Like, imagine a squinty face with an open mouth, like, yeah.
Yeah, but do you see the person sitting next to Keyboy, right?
CW or something?
Well, which one?
CW.
Okay.
I wanted to bridge to CW. Thank you, Mirko. CW. I think that this player is one of the players in Onyx that has developed so much over the course of these seasons, right? I mean, CW was known to be that person that isn't really highlighted as a gold laner. He doesn't do the flashy plays before. People question his mechanics, micro-wise. Mentality as well. And then he started to grow. His hero pool became larger. And now we're getting to the point where, looking at the games that he's played in this series alone, he's able to pull so much with his mechanics alone.
I think it's building. He has been able to build on the foundation that he already has. I think for the hero pool, he's always had a big hero pool. In Season 7 even, when they didn't win, when they got knocked out by BTR, it was also already Belric Gold. We're seeing Farsa Gold, Ilya Gold, Harith Gold. In Season 8, he only, evolved from that. But he's always been the jack of all trades, but master of none, except for this with the Wanwan, right? But he's been able now to really focus down on just a few more heroes, and he is on another level on these heroes. The Beatrix, you saw what he was able to do on the Beatrix. The Melissa Wanwan speaks for itself, and the Claude. Someone who's made the Claude work throughout this tournament consistently has been CW. Chiku, even on the Claude, his comfort hero, he didn't perform. That's not a really good shout out. That's been the case for Claudes in MSC.
I would agree with you here, and I think CW is definitely one of those like harder carries that that is under the radar at times, like Eterna has mentioned before. But I think he's definitely kind of found his own way in the world, especially with the team and lineup that kind of bolsters him and puts him in these positions where he can just focus on what he wants to do, which is hard carrying games at times if he is given the right matchup. Because half the time he is walking out of that lane and he is feeling all right. He either walks up 50-50 or the most is he's down by 1 kill with a lot of outside influence, both of which brings benefit to the rest of the Onyx members across the map. And I think most importantly here is the fact that he is not the reason why that they are dropping games anymore. A lot of people have put so much hate over the years, blaming him for things that have nothing that relate to him at all.
Now looking at Kyrie, what is Kyrie saying here, Turn? I can't read.
Oh, okay, I'll read it for you here. I only want to take revenge against Blacklist. I want to overcome VYs because they are the ones that make Blacklist strong. They already won a lot of championships and they have already proved it. And he's talking about the home ground advantage.
I think he's just saying like, okay guys, you're doing a bit too much. Share it around. We want a taste of the pie too. Atlas likes spice as well.
I mean, technically Blacklist doesn't have an MSC, right?
Yeah.
So, why do they have to share something that they don't have yet?
Oh. Fair point.
I turned out getting spicy.
You get out-nerded.
Yeah, I got out-nerded, but look at the Marshall. You're not a nerd. You're not a nerd. We're going into the game. Game number...
Till the enemy reaches the
4.
4!
No, 5.
Game number 5. Gold game number 5. Blacklist against Onyx.
We are here back with the 1-1 onto Chewe for Onyx. And of course, Blacklist first picking the Fredrin to go with the Novaria Valentina that we thought that they will be picking up. That means that Blacklist International will just fix their execution and not their draft. This is so standard. Blacklist International and Onyx, can they repeat the tempo that they did in the past 4 games?
Okay, if we're gonna talk about don't repeat the mistakes, let's recap of what happened in previous games. After game number 3, Blacklist has been picking up the tempo. They're pushing their foot forward and forcing things out. But they start losing around the turtle. How do you fix that? Like, don't even go for the turtle? Try to force kills? What's going on?
I guess the things that they do outside of the turtle timings, that's really what they need to go back. Like the gambit that they did, although you understand the theory behind it, the execution wasn't as perfect. They were losing the retribution. So maybe that is what they need to fix. Not the turtle fights, not the neutral objectives, because they're doing so well with that. It's what they do outside of it that loses them the game.
For this lane though, the gold lane, I do want to talk a little bit about the selection of spells. Sprint instead of Purify. Usually when you see this composition from Onyx, a lot of CC, especially with the 1-1 as well, the Purify gives you a lot of value, taking away the weakness points as well. So what you can see from this is Blacklist wants to utilize Owl as the janitor. He wants to come in and clean up.
100%.
Yeah, right now, looking at the itemization as well, looks like Owl is giving respect over to 1-1, having the steel leg plates. E-Boy doing a little bit of shuffle in front of My Venus as well as Yue. And we can hear that the turtle now has spawned E-Boy as well as Yue trying to get level 4. It looks like they're gonna get it. Wise starting up. Now Blacklist. You can't make a mistake. Edward goes in.
Oh, that's gonna be a stun two-man from Edward. Agent Zero.
What?
Instantly.
So
with
good.
A massive play.
Excuse me, whoop. Not only did 2 members of Onyx disappeared, oh my Venus, acting like Wise, taking away the turtle.
A good job for Keyboy defending the orange buff. Had it not, Wise could have taken it so easily. Kyrie will catch up. But yeah, Edward, we were talking about hyping up this guy. The way that he plays this level up is so good. He landed on 2, eliminated them. He is going to be the key for Blacklist International.
All right. Looking at Edward, honestly, very fast reactions. He used his flicker to get into a better positioning, making sure that he can get all of those hits. So, all right, a very good start because we just talked about how they manage the turtle. This is way better. Now, how do they move things forward? What kind of plays are Blacklist trying to do? Are they going to try to control the jungle?
100%. I think that they will take the turtle, the river first, and then the jungle, or maybe a sector of the jungle of Onyx.
All right, that's going to be the change CC. Good cancel on the Phantom Execution. CW, they're all the way in the bottom lane, all alone now. There's going to be a Keyboy who jumps in. CW will fall. Wise picks up the kill right now. Dominion Fury catches Stewart, but he's able to dash out of the real-world manipulation. And so far, they're early game. Wise goes back in front. It's a taunt and a double kill for Blacklist in the start of Game 5.
And the energy eruption taunt coming out from Wise catching 2 has so much value because now you have the damage coming out from Oh My Venus. That's the second skill dealing so much damage, and the longer you stay in that spot, it's HP based as well. It means that even the tanks will suffer from the damage output of Oh My Venus. 4 assists already. You have to be looking at shutting down Wise because he's able to just set up for his team.
Dude, Novaria doesn't show off because Novaria does a lot of damage, but it's very unsuspecting. You're just staying inside the pool and you're like, I'm not in any danger. And I'd be like, wait, I thought I had more HP. What's going on? And now Onyx, they are, for now, getting controlled by Blacklist. 1.8k gold lead. Wise starting out the turtle again. And this time, look at this. Edward goes in again.
Keyboy gonna be engaged on, pops into Dominion Fury, but it's a bit too late. It's a killing spree and a good reset from Blacklist. And Boots is able to flicker out of the Appraiser's Wrath, but it's not gonna be enough. He dies instead. Didn't even pop the split. Now Kyrie's next on the chopping block as they engage on him. Thorn Rose, but no red.
Wait, what?
Whoa!
No way!
He's able to escape. Sans with a real world manipulation. Wise dives in under the turret. I'm not too sure about the plays right now. How did Kai get no? Venus opens it up.
Come on.
Looking for a Phantom Execution. Kyrie! What the heck?
No way!
No way!
No way!
What?
That can't happen!
How?
That's illegal!
That has never happened!
Replay! Dude, okay, it's the tick damage for sure, but why?
Replay.
I don't want get in the field cheated. I don't want get in the field cheated. Look at the instant replay here.
Impossible!
Dude.
He already won the fight.
Top? Okay.
Kyrie going for Yue, and
didn't
then
use red tree.
Wait. No,
he does have red tree. You have tick damage. You have tick damage no matter
No, it's
what.
from the orange. No,
Yeah,
he didn't red tree. He didn't look at the red tree.
No, wait. Look.
So far.
He didn't red tree. I told you he didn't red tree.
Why?
It's the tick damage. Why?
The orange buff.
No, you have the passive, the red tree.
The passive.
The passive of the red tree.
Oh my God.
Dude,
No way.
How did he? No way.
No way. Wise missed that. Wise missed that.
When God is on your side.
What do you do?
What do you do, man?
Oh.
I mean, people can say that's not fair, but you know what? That's life. I don't know what to tell you, man. And now Boots taking quite a lot of damage.
Split. You can't escape from this one. A good real-world manipulation stolen away now. Kyrie. There's no way he escapes from this. Phantom. Oh, okay, never mind. Phantom Execution, a runaway. CW gets a turret, dodges away from the Appraiser's Wrath. Kai, finally, there you go. There you go. Finally, man.
Dude, I'm sorry. I used a lot of my energy for that one.
Yeah, same.
You know what? I'd rather be lucky than good. Like, what are the chances? I actually checked it out. I calculated the chances. You know how much it is?
How much?
1 in 15 million.
Well, this is not 1 in 15 million for this fight. It's all Onyx, 100-0. What happened? Wise and Venus got caught. Keyboy is online. I was looking for split, but Boots and CW responded over as the turtle should be free for Kyrie, but he goes for the purple first. No, he's rotating already. 4 seconds on Venus. He should be free. You and Edward trying to deal some damage. I'm not too sure what they're trying to achieve here. Maybe possibly winning the fight right now as Boots is fourth. Use the split. Able to escape for now, but asking the bravest fighter. Retribution by Kyrie to secure the turtle. Blacklist International able to push Onyx back though.
Oh, really? Blacklist International, they might have got tilted by the turtle because that fight looked like as if they're not crossing their T's and dotting their I's. They went in there blindly, and that meant that Keyboy found the opening. They didn't look for Edward first, which should have been the hero to cancel the Million Fury or maybe just disrupt the backlines. Oh my Venus, as well as Wise, if they don't have their knockups anymore, there's no way for Keyboy to be stopped when using the Minuan Fury. And there wasn't anyone from Blacklist to scout that out. That meant that Onyx clearly takes that turtle. And the fact that they lost their mid lane, kind of weird for Blacklist.
Right now, looking into the situation, still 1.6k gold lead for Blacklist. So far, Al has been free farming, having 2 assists onto himself. And I gotta say, both Edward and Yue are popping off. Edward especially, I would say, is the big difference maker here, making it so that Blacklist has an easier time fighting around the neutral objectives.
It's gonna be curious, but interestingly, Blacklist are leading. So we have not been talking about Owl. This is probably the quietest game for Owl. 0-0 in 2. He's farming. I think he has the Golden Staff as well as the Demon Hunter Sword. So Sans really wants to...
racking out his stacks.
Yep.
He got to make sure that if Leo Murphy comes back, he's not going to be able to catch up. Now, Boots as well as Sans in the mid lane. Wise. Is he going to be that Psycho Fredrin going over to Sans? But again, Sans is one of those... Oh,
Keyboy's here.
Owl just poking out CW.
Okay, good body block as well from Keyboy. But for both of these teams, again, I think for Onyx and Blacklist, let's see. Mid-game power spike, who should it favor, Wolf?
Oh, I guess Onyx, just because of carry getting level 12. I guess in a 5v5 setting, you would still favor Blacklist International. In a re-engage setup, that's when Onyx runs. So the power spike is definitely Blacklist International. Had it been that Wise is catching up to Kyrie's levels, Kyrie got 2 turtles out of nowhere. And now he's a level ahead of Wise.
Well, Owl with the Blazing Duet early, very early now. Bombs in the sprint as well. Bullet's going to be gunned down. Wow, beautiful damage as Kyrie jumps into the back line. CW is still here, but it's Boots 0-4-0. Not a good stat for the captain.
Yeah, right now we can definitely see the type of player Owl is. If he sees an opportunity, he's going to go guns blazing. Not a type to look at the situation. He's just like, I'm going to make my own luck. Kyrie now going up against Yue so far. Again, not doing quite a lot of damage. The Ward Dance here usually is Blacklist kind of game. But now, Onyx, how are you going to fight back?
Well, Edward is waiting in that bush right now. No one spots him. Keyboy's already very low. And if no one spots him here, Edward might go for a lot of damage.
Wow.
But finally, Kyrie is able to open up that bush. Meanwhile, bottom, you can already see Sans earlier used up the real world manipulation. A big resource here to be used up as the Lord is still being poked back and forth.
Say what you will about Blacklist, their Lord Dance is so crisp.
Yeah, but here's the thing, man. CW is looking quite low. And speaking of which, Keyboy has that flicker. I'm pretty sure he's just waiting for a Blacklist to get into the habit of grouping up, doing the ube, and then punishing that.
Watch out for Wise. Oh yeah, with Edward as well. On the back, on the long lane. Wise is always resetting the Lord because he knows that Kyrie is a level ahead of him. So what they need to do is to kill the members of Onyx first. They're just using the Lord as a bait at this point.
And look at the bottom wave. It's going to come crashing down, and that's going to be a lot of XP that Boots is not there to soak in. Edward is 2 levels ahead of Boots right now. A massive advantage that they can certainly use in the next coming fights. And that's an easy siege from the minions alone.
That's
a good slow push built up. CW is the one who is forced now to be sent down below to clear it.
That's the Lord Dance of Blacklist with the long lane control from Edward. A classic.
Oh, the Blazing Duet. A big resource here, but it's actually a lot of damage. Kyrie forced to use the Phantom Execution as Boots pops in his flip, but oh my Venus! Finds the kill. Boots 0-5-0. Now Keyboy, whoa, that's going to be him taken down. Pops him into Fury in time, but there's no damage to take them down. Wise very low. Plays his Wrath, beautifully placed to get some more damage. CW has come back into this fight. Is going to go for one more weakness point, but Yue is able to flicker out. Shut down for Kyritos. Venus is going to be chased down now by CW. Edward walking back, now with the bravest fighter. Just 2 more weakness points for CW to fly, and he finds it. Edward, now it's going to be CW who flies around. Kyrie with the Thorn Rose. Kyrie finally falling. Edward with the flanker, but CW is able to dodge away from it. with an amazing snipe from downtown. Onyx outplayed in the 11th minute.
Blacklist International, they're slowly dancing in a burning room, and Onyx caught all the fire. We saw Chewe was able to find the kill onto Yue, but Edward was so tanky and was so on point into keeping the stacks out. Physical damage reduction with the passive, as well as the kit of Edward. He managed to survive. Then Oh My Venus closes it out. Blacklist International, they're Lord Dance. They're the masters. They've invented it.
Dude, that snipe CW was dancing around. But Oh My Venus is like, I got my eyes on you.
Got my eyes on you.
You're looking very low. Let me get you back to base. And back to base. Back to base he went.
That's the idea. I mean, folks, this is a masterclass. If you think that your enemy has a level or two ahead of you, play the long lane. Clear that out, shove that, clear the mid lane all the time, slow push the short lane near the Lord. Then turn into heroes first. Don't take the Lord, use it as a bait. Blacklist International, they have mastered that play. And you can see it in action.
They're utilizing the XP lead so well because if Boots goes down, he's obviously just going to lose out on that. Now though, it's going to be the defense. Still not the enhanced lord, first lord of the game, so it should be cleared out by Onyx here, but they should lose their tier 1 in the mid lane. Good micromanagement if they only lose tier 1 in the mid lane, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Blacklist already marching down onto the tier 2. Onyx getting poked down under the turret. Owl goes in. Oh, he still are able to salvage it.
And right now, Onyx playing very well, making sure that they don't lose too much over that Lord. And I kind of feel like that second tier turret down the bot is already too expensive, honestly, for Onyx. So now, again, you talked about it. Right now, Edward 5-0 and 5. Boots, the exact opposite. 0-5 and 0. Not looking well for Boots here on this blue.
There was a timing where Boots wanted to go for the play, for the grab. But of course, Owl already had the Demon Hunter Sword as well as the Corrosion Scythe. And it really spelled the doom for Boots. He cannot even activate his ultimate because of that. And Blacklist quietly took this in a systematic manner. Now, you're gonna wish, what if Onyx went for the Saber Rope? This would be different.
No.
I agree.
Oh my lord. Mid lane gonna be pushed down. Blacklist looking for the siege, but it's a good clear from Onyx. That's a lot of damage though. Plays on the key boys. The real world inflation from UF. Stolen away with IMU will be there to push them back. Ow, whoa! Venus!
Whoa!
Amidst the chaos, threading the needle with the Astral Sphere. The Queen. Another.
Okay. I'm sorry for talking smack about the Novaria.
Okay. Position 5, Novaria. Ladies and gents, Mr. Shop allows him to get so much farm or so many items very quickly.
Now we're looking at the siege.
Venus wants one more. Should be able to find it here. Sans might actually be forced to use the ultimate. My goodness, that damage. Oh, if it's another, then it's not human, right?
Oh, my Venus is like, you know what? I'll do it myself. He got the first turtle. Wise couldn't get the other two.
Yeah, exactly. He's playing like Kobe right now. Oh my Venus, just very much on my Curry, maybe.
Yeah.
No,
wrong. Okay.
Oh my Venus, Chef Venus at this point, right?
Right now, Wise is pulling the Lord over. So now, I know this is Mobile Legends, but ladies and gentlemen, let's learn how to tango with Blacklist.
Okay, again, just a few shots poking it in. But with Athena already popped in, wow, Owl doing a lot of damage just with the passive. Keyboy jumps in, but Owl's able to escape right now, and this poke is going to be Onyx's demise. If they don't trigger it, or if they don't bait it out, it's going to be very hard for them to win the Lord Dance.
Right now, Keyboy already feeling quite low. CW looks a bit hasty. I think he's feeling like I gotta have this in my hands. I gotta do something here.
Yep.
Everyone's getting poked out from Onyx, man. Wait, CW? You gotta be careful. Edward's seeing you.
He wants to push the short lane, but the long lane is already being controlled by Blacklist. Elements of the Lord Dance. They're getting everything, and the aggro of the Lord is now onto Wise. That's another important element in this Lord Dance.
Okay, mid lane gonna be taken care of by Kyrie. Oh, that's very, very bad for Blacklist International. Real world inflation comes down. Kyrie, he can dash, but can he retreat? This is the question right now. It's Owl jumping to the black side. Oh!
finds a double, and it's Wise! The Psycho Brethren! The king of the jungle!
Oh my goodness, watch out.
Secures it for Blacklist. CW running away with boots, 0-5 and 0. Wise chasing it down, now dashing forward. They want to go for the end. This might just be it with the taunt as well. It's CW who's able to sidestep. But Blacklist International with just this wave, they might be able to end. 15 seconds on the clock for Keyboy. Can Chewe do it? Miniwave's coming down. CW goes for it. He clears it out. He clears it. No, there's still one cannon minion. Blacklist International. They are not done yet.
Blacklist International keeping the game alive. Onyx match point, game's not over. Now the score, not even just yet, but that much closer. Now, this best of 7 is 3-2.
There were only two things that happened for Blacklist International that we thought they needed. First, Edward popping off, getting the first 2 kills. Second, the Lord Dance. And if there will be any kind of game that you would want to look at for you to study how Blacklist operates, the Lord Dance, that's it. Every element is on point. Onyx just playing and dancing with them. In the burning room that we are talking about, they caught fire. It's because Blacklist International, they've set up the dance floor to their own advantage.
As we're bringing in Gideon Q as well as Eterna, I just would like to say to all the agents out there, you're welcome. I have used the curse ever since my inception. Wow. Now in the MSC 2023, I'm still using it well.
I gotta give it, honestly, you gotta give it to Blacklist, but especially if the MVP does not go to Edward, I'm extremely upset. He played an incredible Lapu Lapu.
6-0-6 in the end.
I mean, yeah, but oh my Venus, kind of putting a ticket there as well. Like, don't forget about me. He got the turtle.
He did get the turtle, to be fair. He did get the turtle, but I think at the end of the day, the big play.
Whereas Kyrie has already used 9 different ones in the jungle role. We talked about this, right?
You know
the flexibility that Onyx has, the versatility that they have. So it's very difficult to target ban them.
I think you go Fanny here, right, for Onyx?
Oh yeah, Fanny would be amazing for them, and there you go.
Wow,
That's okay. The one thing 1-1 doesn't do well against is the Fanny. The Fanny absolutely is. Oh man, the things I've seen in my rankings.
I can see the PTSD flashing behind your eyes, my bro. But we're expecting to get rid of the counter picks of the Fanny, right? I'm expecting the Kufra to go. I'm expecting, single target lockdowns to all be gone. The suppressions are already out of the question, so that's already a good start.
Yeah, I think you can ban Farsa and the Eve now if you're Onyx, unless of course you're interested in taking
Minotaur?
that. But they already have the Valentina. So
honestly, the Farsa, again, going up against Fanny, maybe Fanny is okay with
for
that,
sure.
right?
But
Eve, I think.
No. How about betting out the EXP laners or the junglers? Because again, the defender could go anywhere, right?
I feel like that's more on the onus of Blacklist International rather than it is on Onyx, right?
See, called it Akai ban.
Fair enough. I see the way.
things.
And look, the waves in your head are working out. I can definitely see it.
I'm not brain dead.
Not yet.
not yet.
Not yet.
Or not anymore. Okay, wow. Blacklist will ban out the Uranus. Sustain. Making it, because they did play the split push header, like the Onyx, the banana split, right? With the Fanny, it was Ling before, and then of course the Uranus was there. With the ban on this, I think that they might consider banning out. Yeah, the Eve, I think, is still a good ban overall for Onyx.
I will choose my own. So yes, full XP and jungle here. So interesting choice with the Arlet. You do have a lot of anti-CC, and the Cho is really going to struggle against that. And heck, even the final slash is really going to be a big threat to the Fanny now.
That's right.
Honestly, in this game, Onyx, are they interested to get something like a quad?
Yes, I think the Cloud would work great to help dive, to help split push, but again, if they just want a flexible pick, it should be the Beatrix. We saw what CW was able to do with the Beatrix. I'm expecting Blacklist to ban it if they think it is the problem in the last few games.
I'm thinking Melissa or Masha here for Blacklist as the bans, just because of the fact that Melissa can be the last pick for Onyx, and of course the Masha being one of the menace, but they will ban out the Beatrix instead. Do you pick up the XP lane now if you're Onyx?
I think you can hold it, right?
You can hold it, yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I think actually they want to put the winning condition on CW. So XP first, I would say.
glue is still available, right?
Yeah.
I almost prefer the Masha.
Yeah, me
honestly.
too. Especially for boots.
I
That might
like
be
the
the last pick.
Masha. I like the Masha
I
here,
like you.
But the thing, thank you, I like you too. Anyways, I don't like the Masha as much as the glues because you can actually purify out of that second skill, the
Anti-auto attack.
Anti-auto attack. So
Do you go-
it's something that they can play with, but I think it's a bit too risky to use that.
Leslie or Melissa will be the choice,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
but if they go Leslie, they have to
I
go.
called it.
Now you go
Take
Grok.
my brain and study it.
You go Grok if you're blacklist. Or Teresa, actually.
Oh,
Teresa might be the safest choice.
it's not, but I mean, it's a safe blind at the very least, right?
Yeah. Safe line. You have no choice anyways. And then you will look for a mid laner. Eve is still... Oh, Eve is no longer that good just because of the Claude. Which means you are forced to go back to the Kagura here if you're blacklist. And the Kagura doesn't give a good spell to the Valentina. Because you only give like a portion of the Yin Yang overturn. So it's generally the good idea. Lapu.
Is it Novaria, Mage? And do they pick up something like a Minotaur
I
here?
think, yeah, the Kagura just makes a lot of sense, right?
It does, it certainly does, but it doesn't seem like they want to.
Minotaur makes sense as well.
The Minotaur can be stolen away though. That Valentina ult is
I'm gonna
very
lose it.
dangerous. There you go. Minotaur, okay.
I think at that point it was pick your poison, right? They could have gone with the Eve and put Novaria back onto the support position. They could have gone for the Minotaur, which they ended up doing and giving it over to the Valentina. But you were saying Wolf?
Yeah, Onyx might go for the split because there's no wave flare again. Just like in the previous
Now
game
Masha
number 1.
works.
Masha works, Benedetta or Esmeralda even at a certain point, right?
Ooh, Esme against
Disruption.
1-1 is the only thing that you should be worried of.
Yeah.
But everything else, yeah.
But the Masha just makes it's just so good in this game. We predicted it would be picked. There it is.
There you go. Now it really
We're
makes
same
sense for the
page.
Masha.
Well, with that
Wow.
being said, Wolf plus LaFell getting 100% of
Wow.
the predictions correct
Analysts.
from this draft. Analysts tonight.
Senumpun.
Senumpun for sure. I think we all can't wait for this game to begin, but I'm going to go around the table. Which composition do you like? We'll start on the end. Wolf?
Of course, Blacklist.
Blacklist? LaFell?
Oh, you're biased. Mirko, what about you?
I'm Onyx.
Oh, you're biased as well.
How about you?
Oh, I'm the difference maker here. And I'm going to toss a coin. Blacklist.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay, now we're doomed.
Now I'll go on it.
All right,
Now
Gideon.
it's-
Okay,
Now
you
it's
fit it up.
2v2?
Now it's 2v2.
Tiebreaker.
Tiebreaker? Yikes. I am going to say that there at least is a
We're
lot more
going
hope for
into the
Blacklist.
game. I was going to cut you off. I was going to help you out, man. But I mean, we're going into the game of game number 6. Will the banana split works, or this time the Ube prevails again?
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
In the game, honestly, for the emblems, nothing much here, but Boots, wow, already very early on with Keyboy, trying to go for the wave. Keyboy's gonna help him now with the Jeet Kune Do, clears it up real quick.
Yeah, right now, it looks like they really just want to invade. They want to slow down Wise, and we see quite a couple of teams trying to do exactly the same thing. But now with the Masha, it looks like they just really want to make sure,
wow.
Wise, you're the king of the jungle, right? How about you stay there?
Yep, Sans as well now, already putting so much pressure onto the Minotaur, and this is the thing about the Minotaur. Early on, you can be bullied so much, and Keyboy wants to keep bullying. Wise has a Retribution, might be forced to use it, and there it is. Retribution used up. Kyrie finds the Lethal Wanderer. Meanwhile, good snipe from you from downtown.
So the difference now that the mid lane Novaria makes is that it has early ramp up when it comes to the damage compared to a roamer. Still, the roamer will have a higher cap when it comes to like the damage output, but overall, you have to be wary of Yue in the laning stage.
Right now, looking at the lanes, looking at Keyboy. Keyboy, again, when he's using the Chow, he's usually just mirroring Wise quite a lot. Now looking at the itemization here, the 1-1 is going to give a lot of promise here, and Wise taking quite a bit of damage, but as the Fredrin should be fine.
Yep, should be fine, no problem at all. Thing is, the Retribution was used earlier, so it is gonna be actually right on time for the Turtle. Even though he's getting bullied a lot in the jungle, he's still able to time it really well. Meanwhile, Keyboy, he's the one who's getting chunked for opening up that bush.
Yeah, but again, it kind of feels like Keyboy is pretty familiar with this kind of situation, so he's A-okay. He just wants his level 4 because, again, Keyboy doesn't care about dying as long as he can get a very good setup for his team.
the decision from Onyx is to go to the gold lane first because they know that the Masha will win it anyways.
Whoa, wow. Owl actually just soaks in that damage like it's nothing. Steel leg plates, I presume.
Yep.
Turtle, number 1, Blacklist International strikes first.
Still leg plates did not go for the crossbow, which typically is the first item for the 1-1. Great job. And this is Blacklist International adjusting from what happened in game number 1. Because in game number 1, when the Fanny or the Ling was picked up, Onyx went into the top lane against the 1-1, then tried to go for the purple buff trade.
That was close.
That was very close. The purple buff trade for the turtle. This time, the turtle for a purple did not happen. And Blacklist definitely have won this early game.
Yeah, but even though they won, in terms of the goal difference, it's not by a lot. Now, Oh My Venus is looking at Keyboy because, again, Keyboy is mirroring Wise, and I kind of feel like they're just trying to see which part of map that Blacklist is very strong at, and Kyrie will just attack the opposite. They're just hoping that Blacklist is just far away from the goal lane.
Trying to give CW space, I agree. Right now he's doing really well against the 1-1, clearing it out with the blazing. No, he actually didn't use it, so she's been shoving these waves onto the 1-1 without the ultimate, so that does give us a little bit of a say as what's happening in that gold lane. But in the XP lane, it's more or less just a stalemate, as we predicted. Masha versus anyone.
Now, Edward as well as Wise is there seeing Boots, but Boots is just like, Yeet, I'm out of here, but can you get out of there?
Let's see. He only uses sprint. Now the taunt comes in. Places Strand not able to connect right now, but the way the Dragon does onto Edward. Now it's going to be Wise jumping in. Boots falls. First blood over to Blacklist International. And this is looking very bad for Onyx in the early game.
Oh, for sure. With Blacklist International, this is purely troubleshooting from their end. After what happened in the first game where the banana split was there from Onyx, they have adjusted accordingly. Now Owl is on a forward position over Chewe. Even Edward is not losing because he went for the Lapu-Lapu, all reliable Lapu-Lapu anyways.
Okay, Venus now pops in a bit of Fury under the base. Nice big battle mirror image, but now the crossbow tank is opened up.
Okay.
Let's see what they do. Keyboy is already running away. Now has the flicker as well. Owl comes down, but Kyrie's not able to find it right now. Keyboy with the Dragon, but it's on the wrong side. Kyrie walks in. The minute Fury comes back alive. Sans picks up the kill onto Owl. Meanwhile, Wise in the bottom side picks up the turtle. Now it's Venus still stopped by Sans. CW. Oh, those are the minion. Oh, those shots are. Oh, Sans. Oh, these are really limits that both these teams are playing with.
Everyone is gambling with their lives, I gotta say. Everyone's taking turret shots. Everyone's jumping around. I gotta say, at this point, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Surely. I mean, you can Onyx, it was surprising that they weren't losing as much as they did because of that gamble that they did. Still, the turtle belongs to Blacklist International. That's the second turtle. Keyboy gets out of that for sure. And then you get a kill, a very important kill against Owl. Still not going to be enough. Troubleshooting from Blacklist International allowed them to have this.
Owl now,
okay,
wow!
Never mind.
What a pick. Kyrie finds a random, I would say, pick. Even with the steel light plates, he built up a heptasis, I believe, so he has some penetration to work with. That's how it worked. CW places the battle mirror image in the back. Venus now taking a little bit of a damage. But it's good, because he is able to defend the tier 1.
Fury Hammer and Master Assassin just, at the early stages, putting a lot of value. Kyrie likes this casual kind of builds. Like, it went for Fury Hammer into the Legion Sword. At this point, like 5 minutes, you would assume that he has completed the heptasis at least, but he went for the casual items. Went for Malefic Roar.
Yeah, that's why.
Wow.
You know what? I saw people making studies of it that you might as well just go straight for the crazy damage.
It works!
Kai, what
It works!
in the world? Jumping in, and Keyboy was the one who sieged the turret. Keyboy now looking for the back. CW all playing with the wall with the blazing duet. Jumps back, and Keyboy is here to pick up the scraps with the Dragon ready. Goes in. Now Owl still able to get out with a second skill. A beautiful outplay from Owl.
And that's because Oh My Venus defended the knockup coming out from the stop. Kyrie!
Cutthroat, he doesn't even need it. He gets out. Kyrie is absolutely styling in this game.
Right now, Onyx, they're picking up the tempo. And this is crazy. Keyboy now, even though it's 0-2 and 2. Boots on the Masha right now, even though it's 0-1 and 0. They're making things happen, man. Wise secures the turtle, but Onyx, so far, they've been being very proactive. Sometimes to their own detriment.
This is so black and white between these teams. Can you get the retry?
Wise gets it. The retry was not there. Kyrie, ooh, gets out with the cables there. The Appraiser's Wrath was not enough from Blacklist International. But the crowd here, they're loving the displays.
I gotta ask you, Will, Onyx playing with fire, man.
For sure.
Is this okay? Is this them just not being disciplined, or is this all part of the plan?
I guess it's part of the plan. You saw this. This is the tempo that they're playing, that they disrupted the EOB. Unfortunately, Blacklist, it's really black and white. Onyx plays so dangerously. Blacklist going for the 100% or 80-20 play instead of the 50-50 play. Onyx playing with fire. It could go badly.
Oh, speaking of badly.
Now, and also Sans just coming in. The burst is enough. Owl not having a good game at all. 1-4-1. This time the gold laner, and we actually kind of called it the 1-1.
Dude, have you heard about the 1-1 curse? Let me tell you, in 2023, a lot of stuff happened. And one of the things that happened was 1-1 not getting a win-win.
That's a 3. Oh no, that's actually a 5. Yeah, I put it at 5. Yeah, you're improving.
Right. Speaking of improving, Owl's got to look at some kind of improvements in terms of farms, because right now he's level 9, CW's level 10, CW 0, 0, and 0. People will be like, that's not a good stat line. Well, if you're going to compare 1-4-1, you know, 1-4-1 to KDA.
Yeah, for sure. I'm really liking Kyrie's approach here, right? He went for, like we said, the Malefic Roar first, and then now has got the Heptasis, which kind of feels like he wanted to go for more penetration, just because there's a lot of like damage mitigation from Edward, for example, and of course from Oh My Venus. But overall, Onyx, it's just about the kills, and of course taking out the win condition from Blacklist.
Right now, Keyboy and Oh My Venus, both roamers see each other. CW is there. Oh My Venus probably tried to jump over the wall, unable to. And now CW is just poking around because they have Kyrie with his Fanny. I don't know. I kind of feel like they got to go for a kill, but
look at
Masha on the top.
Yeah, Boots. This is the signature Masha. The Boots Masha is always on the split. Edward will have to go over now, but it's still going to be the turret. Tier 2 taken away by Onyx. But I do want to just, give a lot of props here to CW and Keyboy, because what they were doing earlier was fighting. Oh, no way, Kyrie again. Oh, again! They hate Owl. Onyx hate Owl.
Oh my God, stay in the bush. And Kyrie knows it. The telemetry, I mean, they understood the interpolation, coming up from Onyx.
Is it because I said Blacklist was going to win?
Yes, it is.
We're going to see here because Keyboy.
It's the 1-1,
He's Oh My Venus. Boots is there as well. They know the positioning. CW still on that Lord. Fanny. Look at Kyrie. Kyrie's trying to flank.
Bravest Spider. Sans able to escape right now. Able to kite away, but CW does a lot of damage right now. Giving the winner. Drudged by Sans. Blazing away. Canceled away by the knockup right now. But CW jumps in with the Battle Mirror image once again. And Keyboy gets a G-Kun down. Immortality pop. This CW dodges away from the Astral Sphere. Owl going to play right now. Kyrie jumps into the back. Now getting taunted up. This might be a mistake right now, as that's a shutdown. Owl, one more weakness point. That's the snipe. UA finds it. Onyx fall. 2-4-1.
Oh, what a stun coming out. I believe it was Owl who eventually took out Kyrie, or maybe that thought from the energy eruption coming out from Wise. Either way, there was one hero who was able to stop Kyrie, and now Owl,
CW,
2-5-2. He's just gonna get that.
Freelord over to Blacklist International. A beautiful skirmish to save what was a bad fight for them. Meanwhile, Sans though.
Wait.
Sans, what's happening now in the game?
Look at the bottom screen here. Look at the bottom screen. Right now, Boots, very, very low. They're still at the purple buff. Kyrie's looking at it. Wise looking at it. And now, looks like the fight is going through.
We're going to say that's Crossbow Tang ready. Oh My Venus finds the kill. Kyrie still able to go in. Cutthroat as well onto Wise with Electric Roar. Does not deal enough damage. That's going to be the snipe coming down, but Kyrie's able to escape. Another kill over to Blacklist, and this might be the game where Blacklist can again come back.
Okay, here's the thing. We just don't know who got the purple buff. If Kyrie got it, they got a chance.
I think it's CW.
Kyrie got it. One thing I want to say though, you asked if this is the tempo that you want to play with your Onyx, and clearly that backfired. He's checking all of the window bushes.
Boys there.
They know this.
Too risky.
You know what? If I'm Onyx, just play safe. Because look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. Owl's pushing.
Yep. 11 minutes in. Owl now has Wind of Nature. So he cannot be one-shot by Kyrie.
Oh, beautiful Bravest Spider right there, but the Dragon still connects right now. That's Master Assassin. Edward should be bursted down here, but the bottom lane should fall as well. Cambodia roars in the venue.
Dude, okay. We gotta compose ourselves. Let's look at the in-game equipment. Even though Owl is 2-5-3, with items he has right now, can he do something?
Yeah, definitely. Now he's not gonna be one shot. You know, remember in game number, what's game number 1? He had the early Wind of Nature, but he lacked the damage. This time, stuck for the corrosion site. Clearly, though, Chewe is leagues ahead of this Owl 1-1. But there will come a point where it will be all equalized. You're looking at the 18-minute timer. That's what they need to survive to.
Did you see that? I mean, again, Blacklist International already setting up for that buff freeze, but CW went into the...
Oh, what? One Wind of Nature! One Wind of Nature!
I mean, the Wind of Nature does that. I mean, you can negate damage, but how fast is it, right? How fast is your reaction time? Because when Kyrie comes through like that, yeah, man, what the heck?
That's illegal!
That is illegal.
You're illegal! Impossible! Well, he did have the red retribution once again.
Okay,
right?
now, looking at the situation, Kyrie wanted to kill Edward. That's not the marksman. That's not the mage. Kyrie does not care. Right now, Onyx, looks like they're going to back off a bit. What a kill! Like, how can you even react fast
You need
enough?
the replay and the slow-mo.
Yes, a slow-mo replay, please. We want to see what happened. Oh, there you go. Beautiful production.
How can you even react to that? This is slow-mo.
Slow-mo.
Okay. Now we're watching Kyrie go in. And he gets it.
God. Okay, we're back.
Yeah.
Nice slow-mo.
No, Kyrie really knew where to place the... You know, the wall slash... Unli walling?
There's steel cables.
Steel cables onto the wall. In the Philippines, they call it walling, which
really?
I don't think it's a bad name for it. But yeah, maximizing that, and of course the cutthroat was there, the retribution, you know, and of course the items that he had back then was Malefic Roar, Heptasis, and Hunter Strike.
Okay, they got the purple buff though now. CW is, okay, building that push in the mid lane as well. This should be a good Lord Dance for Onyx. Wise already spotted out. Venus as well. Owl's not spotted yet. Meanwhile, the bottom lane though, Edward forced to back away right now. He's about to the Bravest Fighter. They're going to go for it right now. A lot of damage plays. Let's see what Agent Zero can do. Goes in for the stun, but Boots is able to go in all the way. They want to commit onto it right now, but Owl gets knocked up by the Lord. Now the Rated Dragon comes through, but Sans is there as well. Rated Dragon locking him down right now. CW comes in with Blazing Duet. Sans again, Mid Fury, Flicker in. Who gets it? It's Wise! But look at the team fight. Look at this. You are running away. Now it's going to be Venus who's taken down. That is a disaster for Blacklist. 3-4-0. Does the Lord save them?
It will be up in, what, 6 seconds? Or
It's going to go bot. It's going to go bot. It's not going to work.
Not in the mid. Onyx, that is a disaster for sure for Black. They don't have the wave clear. This is just Novaria.
Oh, they gotta let that Lord go. They gotta let the Lord go down. Why are they going for it right now? It seems like they want to play with the minions because the mini wave in the mid lane is not enough. They can clear it down below. 3 seconds for Owl. It's not going to be end just right now. The top lane, the waves are pushing in as well. BOD being bought by Kyrie. BOD being bought by Kyrie. I need to repeat that sentence. Holy moly.
He's in it for the kill. The fact of the matter remains, though, Edward held that. We're going to see through the replay. Crucial play coming up from Edward to prolong that. Kyrie had to traverse and spend a lot, but my, oh my, Keyboy once again with a kick. Additional damage coming out from the Lord, of course, helping him out there. And of course, Sans dealt the damage too. Now they found Oh My Venus, but the Lord belongs to Wise. And that's the only saving grace for the side of Blacklist International.
Dude, he even popped the Wind of Nature, but there's no saving you at that point because the Lord swings are true damage.
And Sans had stolen Minoan Fury. Still, you convert the damage, right? Sans is packing up a punch. Again, Valentina can take out gold laners at the latter portions. Now the crystal is there. By the way, you can see Onyx just Kyrie had so much skills during the Okay.
Okay, crossbow tank ready for Owl, but I don't think he wants to take it now. That's already a lot of vision, and they get forced out of their own jungle. Okay, no damage yet from to Edward. I want to see what items Edward has here, because Antiquatus for sure, but let's see.
Okay.
Dominance, that's it.
Yep, very important.
Right now, looking at the situation, CW, look at the damage onto Wise. Wise has to go back. The entirety of Blacklist International, they're grouping up. They want to make sure that it's not easy for B-Boy to pick anyone off. This is very, very crucial because even though it's a 3-2 for Blacklist, this is a best of one. Losing this game means losing it all, means being number 2. Onyx now, 5,600 goal lead. Boots is conquering one side of the map. And I kind of feel like Keyboy is just waiting for his time.
Wolf, did you get to see it? How many Sky Guardian helmets does Boots have? Because that is going to be crucial if he wants to deal damage. One, okay.
One for now. Does have the Twilight armor. He needs that. Actually, doesn't need that much. He changed the passive.
No.
I think it's for Yue and I don't know. For all-ins, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, just to make sure that he doesn't get bursted down because, again, sometimes, I mean, honestly, even going up against the Fredrin, that's quite a lot of damage. So just making sure that you can handle it. The Lord now has spawned.
This should be a free Lord, though.
CW is leashing it away. Now Blacklist. I kind of feel like they want to contest. But how?
Sans is owning them away. The mid lane's getting pushed in as well. Boots is cutting the waves already. And they can play the long game, remember. But no, Wise is walking up. Sans wants to go for the Mini Fury right now, but it should be a free one for Kyrie. He finds it. Turtle with the Dragon was also used up by Keyboy onto Wise just to secure it even more. Owl buys the Windtalker with 7,000 gold lead. 18 minutes. It's an evolved Lord. Can Blacklist defend?
The problem with like having a 1-1 who's struggling is that you don't get your items fast, and not having the trifecta of the attack speed items. You have the Golden Staff, the Corrosion, and maybe the Windtalker that sums up to 80% more attack speed. It means that you're not as fast when it comes to your Tiger pace. The fact that Owl only got his Windtalker in this point in the game, he's way leagues behind the farm of Onyx. That meant that he didn't have the time. But look at this, Onyx. They want all of the lanes to crash together.
Right now, Onyx, they're doing a concealed play by Keyboy. Keyboy goes in. Can he catch?
Betting on a few skills right now. Venus on the base. That's going to be Boots also jumping in. Minion Fury not saved up right now. Sans! To the flicker forward, but no damage on the base. It's still going to be Boots targeted down. Riley! On the back! Built on the ruins of Blacklist Demise! The new Kage era emerges atop the sky!
Savor the moment. MSC 2023 champions on it! The champions now. It's not a Philippine Grand Finals.
Kyrie wanted the championship, man.
Now, you know what? It's over for us. We gotta go to stage. We gotta feel what the players are feeling. We're gonna throw it over to Mara and Robbie.
MSC ឆ្នាំ2023
Onyx Indonesia are the first two-time MSC champions in history. The Sky Kings are the new kings of Southeast Asia.
វ៉ាវនេះជាលើកទី2របស់អូននៃក្នុងការទទួលបាននៅពានជាលើកទី2នៅក្នុងប្រវត្តិសាស្ត្ររបស់ Mobile Legends Bang Bang និងជាស្ដេចក្រាញ់ប្រចាំអាស៊ីអាគ្នេយ៍របស់យើងផងដែរបាទ
You can see the camaraderie right now. Onyx going to Blacklist International, giving them hugs. This is the true form of the champions. They have dominated MSC 2023.
បាទយើងឃើញថា Onyx ទទួលបានជ័យជំនះប៉ុន្តែព គាត់ក៏ទទួលបាននៅការគ្រប់គ្រងយ៉ាងច្រើនហើយបានទៅធ្វើការចាប់ដៃក៏ដូចជាអោបទៅកាន់ Black League ផងដែរហើយនេះហើយគឺជាស្ដេចក្រាញ់ពិតប្រាកដបាទ
And now, let us also honor the first runner-up of MSC 2023. Blacklist International. They have fought long and hard to reach this ultimate battle. Your brilliant gameplay and determination is recognized. You may now take your final bow.
បាទអ្នកទាំងអស់គ្នាយើងក៏បានកោតសរសើរយ៉ាងខ្លាំងចំពោះ Black League International ផងដែរដែលគាត់បានធ្វើការតស៊ូយ៉ាងយូរនៅក្នុងការប្រកួតនៅវគ្គផ្ដាច់ព្រ័ត្រមួយនេះហើយនេះគឺជាអ្វីដែលគាត់ទទួលបានបាទពិតជាគួរឲ្យកោតសរសើរមែនតើបាទ
And now, make some noise for the new kings of Southeast Asia, Onyx Indonesia.
សូមអូឲ្យអូននៅមួយមក
Now to commemorate and officiate this moment, we would like to welcome Mr. Lucas Mao, Managing Director of Moonton Esports, and His Excellency Chea Chanboribo, Secretary of State, Ministry of Information and President of EFC. Please make your way to the stage and present the champions medals to the players.
បាទនៅក្នុងនេះផងដែរយើងក៏សូមធ្វើការស្វាគមន៍យ៉ាងកក់ក្ដៅចំពោះវត្តមានរបស់លោក Lucas Mao, Managing Director of Moonton Esports និងអាដាមជាច័ន្ទបរិបូរណ៍រដ្ឋលេខាធិការក្រសួងព័ត៌មាននិងជាប្រធានគណៈកម្មាធិការផ្សព្វផ្សាយនិងព័ត៌មាននៃគណៈកម្មាធិការជាតិរៀបចំការប្រកួតកីឡា SEA Games លើកទីអាស៊ីអាគ្នេយ៍លើកទី32ផងដែរបាទ
Mr. Lucas Mao and Your Excellency Chea Chanboribo, you may now give the medals to our champions.
បាទសូមគោរពអញ្ជើញ
Team Manager Riggs.
សូមហូឲ្យអូនណាច់មួយទៀតបាទ
Coaching Analyst Adi Boots. Keyboy Sands. Kyrie. Coach Yeb. Listy. CW. Drian. And Mars. And now, Coach Yeb and Team Manager Riggs, please come forward to receive your mock check.
បាទសាជាថ្មីម្ដងទៀតសូមហូឲ្យអូនណាច់មួយទៀតមក
Now, to award the finals MVP, please welcome Sophie Gould, Moonton Regional Esports Head to the stage and present the award.
បាទយើងក៏បានប្រដៅនៅក្នុងការប្រកាសនៅ MVP ដែលគាត់នឹងសូមស្វាគមន៍នៅសូពីគួរ Moonton Regional Esports មកកាន់ stage របស់យើងផងដែរបាទ
And now, announcing the finals MVP. Who do you think it is? The finals MVP is Congratulations, Keyboy! Keyboy is the player who has made the biggest impact and contribution in the entire series that ultimately led to the team's success. Keyboy, congratulations! Keyboy, come on over here. Tell us what's going through your mind right now. Describe your emotions. The champion and the finals MVP.
I think Kyrie, the MVP bang.
បាទគាត់មិនគិតថាជាខ្លួនគាត់ទេប៉ុន្តែគាត់គិតថាខៃរីធ្វើបានល្អបាទ
I don't care, I just want to win.
And now you have won. Congratulations, and this is your moment. Go up to the trophy. It is time to claim your trophy.
The trophy is yours.
Keyboy, receive your mock check first. And we will take the photo op with Your Excellency, Lucas Mao and Sophie Guo. The Sky Kings have proven that they are the strongest in Southeast Asia. And now this is their moment. They're holding their trophy. It is time. Thank you to our VIP, Lucas Mao, His Excellency Chea Chan Boribo, and Sophie Guo. Everybody, make some noise for Onyx Indonesia. Raise your trophy in 3, 2, 1.
Wow, of all time, ដល់អូននេះដែលគឺជាស្ដេចក្រាញ់ថ្មីមួយទៀតនៅក្នុងប្រវត្តិសាស្ត្ររបស់ MLBB ឆ្នាំ2023 ពួកគេគឺជាស្ដេចក្រាញ់ដ៏ពិតប្រាកដមួយដែលមិនអាចប្រកែកបានផងដែរដោយសារតែសមត្ថភាពរបស់ពួកគេបាទ
The Sky Kings have conquered all and eliminated everybody who got in their way. Everybody, go! Go! Go!
Go!
All together now. On it! On it!
On it! On it!
On it! On it! On it! On it! On it! On it! On it! On it! Now the MOBA Legends Southeast Asia Cup 2023 has come to an end. We thank everybody for your support. And of course, MSC 2023 is powered by Moonton, supported by Aces ROG.
បាទ Mobile Legends របស់យើងក៏បានដល់ទីបញ្ចប់ដែរមុននឹងបញ្ចប់យើងសូមអរគុណទៅដល់អស់លោកលោកស្រីអ្នកកញ្ញាក៏ដូចជាក្រុមការងារទាំងអស់ដែលបានធ្វើការគាំទ្រយ៉ាងកក់ក្ដៅនៅក្នុងការរៀបចំនៃការប្រកួតមួយនេះផងដែរបាទ
On behalf of all the organizers, the production team, all the talents and everyone